This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Bank, and we start with the NBA in 2 games involving teams facing elimination. One of them, the Detroit Pistons. They will visit Cleveland down 3-2. ESPN Radio's Justin Tinsley says Cade Cunningham needs help if the Pistons are able to survive tonight.
The thing that really troubles me about the Pistons, and I think we've all spoken about it in one way or another, even during the regular season when Cade was playing at an MVP level and they were just really fun to watch, the big question around them was who's going to be that second guy?
That'll be followed by the Spurs and the Timberwolves with San Antonio up 3-2. You can hear both games on ESPN Radio, and our coverage getting underway at 6:30 Eastern. At the PGA Championship, Aldrich Potgieter continues to hold the lead. He's still on the course for round 2. On hole number 12, he's at 5 under. Alex Smalley is already in the clubhouse. He is one. In college football news, Charles Woodson Jr. is following in his father's footsteps. The defensive back has made a commitment to play football at Michigan.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen. Coming up Monday, the Knicks and Thunder have been waiting for their next opponents. I'll tell you just how concerned they should be about rust. It's Unsportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
Louisiana boy, yeah, they call him the riot. Born and raised in the swamps, gonna fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You picture better reload. Get the boy.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio, presented by Alpha Customs. Alpha Customs, Prairieville and Lafayette, and online at alphacustoms.net.
Well, how's your week going?
Week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Terrio. The throw. Not in time. Scudero delivers and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Around start. He hits for home. Here's the throw. He is safe. Packers win. Go. Reload. Get the boy.
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by John Juan Cigar Bar. Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Taylor Sharp. We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah, bro. Yeah. A little early today. Why you early?
Early bird gets the worm.
Is that why
That's
you want a
what
worm?
it is. I want a worm.
Big perm?
Big perm.
Big worm, big perm. That's Friday reference. Well, next Friday, actually. And Friday after next. Why are you here early? Why don't you?
We got a stadium tour about to take place over at LSU.
Okay.
So shout out to the folks at LSU. We did a fundraiser for
St. Lillian Academy. Yep. So Drew's school, Ryan donated a package for the auction over at St. Lillian. It's game tickets and a stadium.
You did too. You and I together. We did it together.
I emceed the auction. And then because there were 2 people bidding, I said, you know what, we're going to do 2 without asking you. I was like, we're going to do 2.
Oh, yeah, you did do that.
Yeah, I did that. I was like, you know what, we'll figure it out. That's for a good cause. Anyway, shout out to the Neals. They, our friends, the Neals, won one of the packages. So you're going to go do the stadium tour with them today.
Stadium tour.
And then we're going to go watch the game.
Yep.
But you're going to a shop, but I'll go after the game. I'll meet you. I'll go watch the game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Looking forward to that.
So we're going to do that, and I am too. The if you haven't been in the little Hall of Fame thing with all the memorabilia and stuff at Alec Box, it actually is pretty neat to go walk around that. So, a little batting practice, and it'll be fun.
Little BP.
Little BP.
Is it really going to be that fun? I mean,
yeah,
they're not very good.
That doesn't matter. I mean, this is the experience, and it's
How's your day?
Really good day. Is good. I mean, Fridays are always pretty good. Today was huge. I mean, we had a monster rip sesh at the office.
A rip sesh?
Yeah, big rip sesh.
Curls, biceps?
No. We
triceps? Shoulders?
Bowman. We ripped some Bowman.
Leg press?
Nope.
Bowman.
Baseball cards.
Oh.
Big rip sesh.
That's what we're calling rip sesh?
Jonna and I, and then Richard and Wes.
Okay.
Big rip sesh. So it was good. Some good pulls. Daniel Dickinson on-card auto was pulled. Pretty neat card.
So that means he signed the.
Yeah.
It's not like an engraved. It's his actual signature.
On-card, Daniel Dickinson.
Okay.
Yeah. Little Dicky. I know.
No way, Danny.
I know. So that was good. And then a monster, Sadahara O.
Yeah, how about it?
Was pulled. And you don't know who that is, though.
Nakamoto Sonoshi. Yep.
You know who Sadahara O is?
Sadahara.
I don't know.
So a little history lesson for the sports guys in the room.
Yeah.
He's the home run king.
Awesome.
Of all time.
Great.
800 and something homers.
So he hit a bunch of homers in Japan against a bunch of people that aren't big leaguers.
In
Got
Japan.
it. Awesome. Congratulations.
Sadahara O.
Yeah, awesome.
Is that's him. He's the guy. So anyway, that was a big pull, like huge card, anime. And
who's he play for now?
Well, he played for the whatever you want to call them, Giants, over there.
Like in Tokyo.
Yeah, whatever they're. Yeah. He's passed. He's left this earth.
Oh, he's dead?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's like a Babe Ruth guy, like age.
Oh, I thought you meant like he was current.
No, he's with his maker. But so that was a big one that was pulled.
Sorry to hear that.
So in these boxes, in these boxes you get 3. This is good. You'll like this.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. Mr. O.
Satoshi Nakamura.
O-H-O is his last name. In these boxes, you get 3 guaranteed autographs, okay? So Tilly opened up a box yesterday. He only got 2 autographs. He's pissed. The boxes are expensive.
I'd be pissed, yeah.
So he's like calling the people. And you know Tilly.
Yeah.
Not happy.
Where's my autograph?
This is expensive. So he said, well, you got to file a claim with Topps or Fanatics. You mail the box back with the pack, and hopefully they send you your 3rd autograph. Like, it happens. Like, it's one of those things. So today he opened up another box. Bro, happens again.
2?
Happens again. But it really didn't happen, ever.
Mm.
He just had the autos sticking to the card. He threw them in the trash.
Idiot.
So we went go through his cards, and we found the 2 autograph cards in his trash.
Were they good ones?
One of them was out of it was 70 out of 75. It was like a $300 card. It was in the trash.
Well.
Yeah. Anyway.
Come on, Tilly.
Shout out to so Wes did
First time ever opening cards. So Wes, they stick together.
Wes told me, he said, Richard, you're no longer allowed to open up cards unsupervised.
Ever. Yeah.
So you'll just have to have somebody with you when we rip.
Got it.
So.
Well, I'm glad you got the Satoshi Nakamura card. That's
Sadahara O.
That a babe. I'm happy for you. Is that the best? What else was going on with you today or this week? What else is up?
Well, we had a huge week. My youngest child walked the stage.
Aw, Georgie.
Yep, Georgia Grace walked the stage, so we had that. So that's kind of what my letter's about. And I kind of wanted to touch on that a little bit.
And she did her LSU track photos. I saw
she finally did that. Like that was like a month ago. But she finally posted it.
Oh, she just posted. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what she was waiting for. But I'm off social media, so I don't know. I'm taking a break.
Why?
Well, I don't know. I'm just taking a little break. Anyway.
Okay.
All right. So this is for high school graduation. I'm not talking about kindergarten graduation or elementary school graduation or middle school graduation or college graduation. I'm talking about high school graduation. Okay? I, Ryan, graduated from Broadmoor High School in 1998, the year 1998 AD.
Yep.
Okay?
Heard of it.
Ryan, myself, I was one of roughly 300 young Buccaneers that walked that day over at Bethany Church out in Baker.
Not a babe.
Lots changed since then, though.
No doubt.
To graduate from high school meant you were grown back in my day. We didn't have college advisors or college of choice announcements, amounts of scholarship dollars received, or degrees being pursued when I walked over there at Bethany.
That's just because you didn't have any at Broadmoor.
We didn't have any of that. Matter of fact, we had multiple people that didn't even show up to our graduation out at Bethany. That is a true story.
Just mail it to me.
Their names were called and nobody walked up. And I'm going to go on. That is true. I'm not making that up. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the majority of folks that went to college from Broadmoor in the year 1998 AD, majority of folks were going to play sports. Okay? We celebrated 17s on our ACTs at Broadmoor because that meant you were eligible.
Just hit that number, babe.
A
That's all you need.
2.5 and a 17 was the golden standard.
That's it.
Back in 1998.
Still is.
Like I said earlier, this past week I attended my youngest graduation from Parkview Baptist. She's my second child to graduate from Parkview, wonderful school. And I've had one graduate from the Dunham School, Houston, also amazing school.
Yep.
Let me tell you guys a little bit about the Dunham and the Parkview graduations, if got a few minutes.
Yeah. Was the diploma encrusted in gold?
The first thing that stood out was the 100% college acceptance rate at all three graduations, meaning every one of the graduates from those schools were accepted into a college.
Yeah. College preparatory schools, right? I mean, that's the point.
Second thing was there were more honor grads at Parkview's than there were regular grads here recently.
Okay.
At this most recent one.
Got it. It's good.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
And if everything holds serve from what I heard at the graduation, because they talk about each one of the kids and it takes 100 hours, we're going to have multiple aerospace engineers, molecular scientists, quantum computer engineers, and AI coding nanotechnology experts walking around Baton Rouge here pretty soon.
Ready for it.
So
yeah.
I am ready, bud. I mean, this place is about to come up. 30 and up on the ACT scores at all three of these graduations were norm, perfect GPAs, people involved in every club imaginable. I mean, it was really a sight to behold. Things have really changed. But here's my problem with that.
Okay.
I'm not sure if the kids have gotten smarter or school has just gotten easier. Actually, I do know the answer to that. School's gotten easier.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, school's easier. These kids are spoon-fed everything. If you got in trouble at Broadmoor, you got paddled.
Yeah.
Like a real wooden paddle was used. I forgot my thigh pad for football practice my freshman year, and I got 3 licks. So we called them licks.
Licks.
You had the choice. If you got in trouble, you could either take your licks or you do in-school suspension. Of course, everybody took their licks.
Giving them 3 licks.
Another thing that's interesting, we were just talking about this, is all the rich kids when I was at Broadmoor went to glamour shots at Cortana Mall for their senior pics. Well, the girls did at least. If a boy got caught taking senior pictures or a picture got floated around of a male for senior pictures, he got beat up. Period. End of discussion.
I did senior pics. We didn't go to glamour shots.
Yeah, well, at Broadmoor, that's what they did. Glamour shots.
Michaels? Was that the photographer? Michaels? Does that sound familiar?
It does.
Is that it? I think that. Michaels, is that
Yeah,
it?
you guys were rich.
It's my uncle.
Is that it?
The photographer?
Michaels?
That's my Uncle Michael. Yeah.
Been around a long time?
Long time, man. I mean, he's obviously retired now, but yeah, that's my
Obviously.
Takes a heck of a pic,
uncle.
man.
My dad's brother.
He can snap.
He was good at it.
He can snap it. I spent $2,000 on senior pictures for my kids.
I think that.
I'm
I don't
stupid.
think we spent $2 grand.
I did. I just did for Georgia. $2,000.
Why?
The funny thing about senior pics, it's really just to send out graduation announcements to folks. That's it.
And you never send announcements.
And we never send announcements.
You never do it.
Yeah.
I just told you. Eric and I sent cards with money
That's right.
to both Houston and Macy.
Never sent anything
with no
out.
announcement. Just
But-
because I know they were graduating, so we sent them like a card.
Yeah, and some money. And
money, because that's the point.
That is. And we
have Georgia's that we're bringing to the baseball game tonight. That's why I asked you if Georgia was going to the baseball game. Because I know you're not sending announcements, and now you're telling me you're actually sending an announcement?
Yeah. We're doing
After
it this
she's already graduated.
We're going to do it this year. We got them on our now listen. They're on our counter.
What is wrong with you?
Whether we send them out or not, I don't know. But I know we have them.
Oh, man.
But the
that's
most
so good.
ridiculous, look, almost done. The most ridiculous graduation advancement, and we've talked about this before here, is senior trips. And I was thinking back on my senior trip at Broadmoor.
Yeah.
And what we did. And we went to Blue Bayou for a few hours. Me and my boy Trey Duncan.
Big Dunk.
Big Dunk went over there to Blue Bayou.
Bro, you want to talk about a guy that can debone a chicken wing?
Oh, with his hands tied behind his back.
Mean, Big Dunk. That is,
yeah. My boy gets
cartilage,
in marrow.
Nothing is left.
Nothing.
It is impressive.
Me and Big Dunk went to Blue Bayou. Then we went to Sharp Road Park, played some basketball in the 8-foot goals, dunked on some kids, and went to then went to Michael Posey's house. We went swimming. My daughter's going to Italy next week.
What small is that? not?
I'm the idiot.
You're the idiot.
I'm the idiot.
You're still the idiot.
What are we doing?
Yeah, it's your fault.
Anyway, sincerely, Ryan.
It's after further review. We'll do Kick Rocks next. Stay here.
AFR.
We're brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time, where you don't pay a dime. 752-0001, 752-0001, or 1hourbr.com. It's not too late, y'all. Call River City's 1 Hour Air. Get that preseason AC tune-up. I'm going to tell you this again. I tell you this often. I have for years. When they come out to the house, they're going to ask you about their maintenance club, the membership club. Join it. Eric and I have been members of the maintenance club forever. It's worth it. The annual membership fee that you pay gives you complimentary maintenance. It basically pays for the seasonal standard maintenance. So they call you for your AC tune-up and your heater safety repair and all, or your heater safety check. So you don't have to even worry about it. They're going to call you to set it up. You also get front-of-the-line service and membership pricing if you ever need a repair. It's River City's 1 Hour Air. Look for the big yellow vans and trucks with the giant clock on the side. 752-0001, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio, presented by Alpha Customs.
All right, Terrio's just here for this hour, then he's heading over to the box. Join you after the show. So I want to get to some baseball talk here in our next segment. Do you like the way that Jay's handling this weekend? Effectively, they're holding Schmidt for Tuesday to pitch in the tournament because he realizes this weekend it doesn't matter. You have to win the SC tournament, so they're basically trying to set up for the tournament.
Oh, it makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Yep. I wasn't sure. Once he kind of came up with those comments, I guess it was last week, it was last week, about their chances and all of that stuff. You wondered how they would look at it and how they would try to make it happen. The real question is if they get to the end, does Schmidt throw twice?
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? So anyway, we'll see how he handles it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
You also talked a little bit about earlier this week. We did a video that we posted at the Paris. So follow Paris Construction Roofing, by the way, on social media. We'll there's roofing content, but a lot of times we do sports content and stuff, and we'll do these shorts. So Terry will talk baseball or whatever. And we talked a little bit about Milam. Maybe if you would elaborate or reiterate what we talked about, because I asked you if Milam should come back for his senior year or if he should sign.
Mm-hmm.
And, it'll be interesting because he may very well have a decision to make depending on what LSU might be willing to spend to keep him for a senior year.
I mean, look, like a month ago, I would have said there's a really, really, really good chance he comes back. But just like the last few years since he's been here, he's had an amazing last month and just continues to get super hot. I could see him. I was in the third, fourth, maybe fifth round a month ago. Now I could see him, second-ish, third round. And that money is obviously a lot different. But really, ultimately, my message to him was real simple. Like you don't get rich until your second contract in the big leagues anyway. So if the money is comparable, the question you have to ask yourself is, do you want to play in A-ball your first year or AA your first year? And I would argue that SEC baseball is probably pretty similar to AA baseball right now. And, spending a year in A-ball, let's say he did sign, that's good because it kind of gets you in somebody's system. But, man, if the money's similar, I really got to think that he does have a decision to make. Now, if it's a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 difference, then he doesn't have a decision to make.
Mm.
But, if it's $100,000 here or there, yeah, I think you really got to look long and hard. Just because you're skipping A-ball and the senior sign who does well is going to go straight to AA.
For whatever it's worth, a mutual friend of ours who's a big league scout, who's very good at what he does and done it for a long time, told me today that he projects today Milam as a sixth rounder. So for what it's worth, in the draft slot pools, like if Milam were the first pick of round 6, that's the Rockies at 165 overall, and that slot value is $417K. So the question is, could LSU cobble together $400,000, $500,000 for Milam for a senior year? I think the answer is yes.
1,000,000%.
And so if that's where Milam is potentially slipping to, that could be pretty exciting to know that you might have that cornerstone back next year. Now, if he does what you think and goes round 2 or 3, then we're not having a conversation because now you're talking about round 2, the top of round 2, the slot value is 2.6. The bottom of round 2 at the Brewers is 1.3. That's not a conversation. He's gone if it's there.
Right. Yeah. And
round 6, we got a conversation to have.
But also, nowadays the teams are calling you before and asking you if you're going to sign or not. So that gives the player a little leverage to be able to look at what's in front of him. And because a six-rounder could be in the big leagues just as fast as a second-rounder if he's got nobody blocking him and the team puts people up fast. I mean, it's a lot of moving parts, man.
We're going to continue to follow that. I mean, it's sad that I'd say sad. It's unfortunate the conversation here in the middle of May is not about LSU in the postseason. We're already looking at the draft decisions, but it's just the reality of the situation. We'll do Kick Rocks in just a second. I want to remind you, Supper Club, so as Terrio said, the graduation is going on today and tomorrow. Supper Club opens at 5, but today, Friday, and tomorrow, Saturday, they're open at 3 o'clock for graduation. So if you want a late lunch or an early dinner, you can get into Supper Club between 3 and 5. So they're open right now. 5 on, they are booked solid. I talked to Chef Layton yesterday. He's like, don't even bother. Like unless you just want to go sit at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
You take a shot, maybe get some bar stools. But if you have a group coming, like they do not have any available seating from 5 p.m. until close today and tomorrow. And that's Supper Club. But again, they're opening at 3. So there is seating available between 3 and 5 today and Saturday. So if you want a late lunch, early dinner for graduation, you can still get on into Supper Club. SupperClubBTR.com. Just go to Open Table. They have you'll see those reservations available on Open Table today and tomorrow between 3 and 5 over at Supper Club. SupperClubBTR.com. It's Supper Club. And if you don't go to Supper Club, you can kick rocks.
It's time to kick rocks with Ryan Terrio.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Ruckus. Kick rocks with shoes from Ruckus. Jones Creek Road in Baton Rouge, or go to ruckus103.com.
Tom Brady can kick rocks. That's a standing kick rocks, but this one's
A perpetual kick rock.
Kick rocks.
Did you prepare?
Yeah, okay, you can kick rocks for being a middle midget.
Kick rocks.
Costing your team 4 points.
They can kick a whole bag of rocks for that. Get on down the road and kick rocks.
One of the biggest artists on our planet. I'm not the biggest fan, but I do like some of his songs. Drake, in his new album, was just informed that he shouted out the General, Will Wade,
Yes.
in his new song.
So the quote is, Will Wade knew what it was before the business got public. Now the same ones judging got to scramble just to fund it. Drake shouts out Will Wade on his new album, Iceman.
Question: if they cut the video and Will Wade is in the video, is that major street cred for the LSU Tigers basketball team?
Yes.
Yeah.
But we have a follow-up. I think internet, actually it's college basketball content on Twitter, needs to kick rocks.
Kick rocks.
Because somebody asked Grok, which is Twitter's AI, if that was real. And Grok has informed us, no, it's not real.
It's not real.
Drake dropped Iceman today, but there's no lyric or any mention of Will Wade on the album. The post just paired the Iceman album art with a pic of Wade for the meme.
Oh,
So we had a hug, and now we have a kick rock.
That would be so good. But think about that, though. I mean, what better that needs to happen. We need to get the General shouted out.
You know who loves the General? Erica Moscona.
Oh yeah.
I mean, #1 fan of the General. Loves the General.
What other coaches does she love? She loves Lane.
Oh yeah. But Erica, so you saw the thing about the Supper Club dinner?
Yeah.
With Will Wade?
Yeah.
Erica sends me the link. She goes, cough, like, can we go? I said, it's $3,500 a head.
Yeah, no.
I can get you to meet Will Wade without spending $3,500 to take you to go meet Will Wade at supper. I just take you to Supper Club. We have dinner.
And then we'll go. And then after that,
I'll bring you to go meet Will
Wade.
Wade.
We'll go meet Will Wade. Oh, she's the best.
She loves it. She doesn't know a lick about basketball. She just thinks he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, because he's fiery. He's like, to say it plainly, Will Wade's kind of a contradiction, right? He's kind of like, I mean, he's a normal looking white guy who's got so much edge, which is kind of awesome.
Yeah, no, he's
she
good.
loves that.
He's good. Oh yeah, a ton of rain this past week. And I tell you, you traverse this road quite a bit as well on Highland Road.
Yeah.
Man, we got the drainage situation on Highland Road. This is going to be a problem. Like I'm just saying, like I know it was wet and we got a lot of rain real fast and all that stuff. But we got to figure something out.
The baseball fields on the lower side of Highland Road Park are still flooded. I passed them today. I was going to, by the way, shout out to Court Stable. We had a little Catholic house.
I went.
Today?
No, the other day. I love it.
Food's great over there.
Great atmosphere. Great vibe.
Shout out to Ozzy. Ozzy Fernandez did the menu. We had a little mini Catholic High 2000 class reunion lunch. A lot of the guys try to get together and have lunch every so often.
That's cool.
So did that today. We did it at Court Table. It's great.
And listen, guys, last thing, I got to give a hug. My guy's done it again. Glenn Leday.
Poor Glenn.
My boy Glenn Leday at LADOTD has done it again. Oh, my gosh. The I-10 widening efforts over here on College Drive. The flyover. The signage that's been added by Glenn and the crew at DOTD is just impeccable. And then, listen, the Washington Street closure is something that just does not get the publicity it should. Glenn, keep up the good work, man. You're doing great out there. Thank you so much. DOTD, shout out. You guys are the best.
Poor Glenn. Giving the DOTD director shout out.
Listen, man, he's doing his thing.
Shout out,
look,
Glenn.
credit where credit's due.
Oh, I saw who's your guy who runs Blue Bayou?
Glenn Haggerty.
Glenn Haggerty.
Yeah.
Another Glenn. Poor Glenn.
Yeah.
I saw Glenn Haggerty this morning.
Okay.
He was on TuneIn. So I go cold plunge, then I go get ready. So I go in the bathroom. Erica's getting ready. She always has TuneIn on. And so she's watching TuneIn, and Abigail, the reporter, was at Blue Bayou interviewing Glenn. Poor Glenn.
He's a guy.
Announcing the reopening of Blue Bayou. I said, well, I know someone who's fired up about this.
So fired. I had an on-site visit over at Blue Bayou. Me and Glenn had an on-site visit. I walked the grounds.
Poor Glenn.
You know, listen, I don't know how involved I want to be in this whole deal. I don't have a whole lot of time. But I told Glenn, like, listen, I'm your guy. Okay?
Poor Glenn.
If you want this thing to pop, I'm your guy. And I'm just excited.
Glenn Leday?
No, this is Haggerty.
Glenn Haggerty.
This is Haggerty.
Different Glenn.
Different Glenn.
Poor Glenn.
Yeah. I will tell. I can share this with the people.
Okay.
It's going to take some time to get this thing dialed in the way that we want it.
We have some breaking news here. Is this breaking news? Is this breaking news?
The entire exterior.
Wait. We got a little breaking news here.
Yeah.
We got a little breaking news.
Yeah. The entire exterior of the park.
Yeah.
We're looking at about a 6 to 8 month cleanup. Not trying to throw the former ownership under the bus at all.
Throw them.
But what Glenn does, when Glenn gets involved in things, he does it the right way. Okay? And so you guys are also going to notice that the life vests are out there on their stands right now. We've got new life vests ordered for the entire park.
I'm not going to notice because I'm never stepping foot inside of that one.
Well, if you just look when you're driving down
I'm not.
You'll see them.
I won't. You will. I won't.
Well, I will partake.
I know you.
Yeah.
I will not.
Got my season pass.
I don't doubt that.
And we changed the pricing structure a little bit over there at Blue Bayou as well. Just to let everybody know.
It's after further review. Stay here.
AFR.
If you want to feel your best, Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness can help you do it. YourGoodwood.com, YourGoodwood.com, YourGoodwood.com. Yes, they do ED treatments. That's part of what they do. It's not all they do. Hormone replacement therapy, peptides. You want to feel your best inside out, they can help. Listen, it's this easy. You've heard me talk about HRT for years. It doesn't matter what your biological age is. It's more about how you feel. And the truth is, it is a gradual decline with how our bodies produce, as we age, less of the hormones that contribute to how we feel. So every single one of us, as we age, we'll have less testosterone. Our body produces less testosterone. So you want to get to healthy, normal levels so you feel like you did when you were younger? It's easy. Simple blood tests, let you know what your level is. They can safely, affordably supplement you to get you to healthy levels. YourGoodwood.com, YourGoodwood.com. Lowest prices, never any contracts. They pick up your blood labs, by the way, also, so it's time to switch. YourGoodwood.com.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no two cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer, we know you deserve value when you purchase equipment. Right now, take advantage of the powerful 3025E tractor for just $297 a month, with 0% financing for 72 months. Tractor packages with a trailer also available. Whether you're tackling land, property, or projects, get your job done. Don't wait. This offer ends June 30th, 2026. Some restrictions apply. Visit sunequip.com or stop by a Sunshine location today.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgout.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio, presented by Alpha Customs.
I think I counted in the first 9 guys, we got 5 or 6 guys to 2 strikes and did not record an out. And that tells you everything you needed.
First 3 guys reached against Lockenmeyer in game 1, and then the 4th guy cleared the bases. Tigers are down 4-0 in a blink. To LSU's credit, man, they fought. 3 spot in the 3rd, pulled within 6-3. Cerna homered, Milam homered. They didn't give up, man. No. But I thought the story really was Reagan Ricken. He's really struggled to find the strike zone a lot this year, but he's outstanding last night. Yep. Gave you 4 innings, and you needed someone who can give you a little bit of length there, and Ricken did. It's encouraging when you think about next year. I know we keep talking about next year, but LSU was effectively they're punting this Florida series. You hate to say it that way, but this is going to be DJ Primo pitched last night. It's the first time he's pitched since the midweek game against Southern. Mm-hmm. It has not been on the mounds since the midweek game against Southern. So they're making it through to try to give themselves the best opportunity next week, however that may look in Hoover. But it'll start with Schmidt. So tonight, Paz will go against Florida. Terrio's getting out of here after the top of the hour. So if you want to get your questions, we're going to do Ask Ryan here in about 10 minutes. Get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, or text us. What's been your impressions of Paz? Who's going to get the ball tonight?
I mean, I'm very encouraged. I think he attacks the hitters. You see that progression from I watched him a little bit this fall, not a whole lot, but then seen him a lot more this spring, and he's got some opportunities because of some injuries. I definitely think that he could be one of those guys that we look back in a year or two and go, man, he's really come a long way. I'm not sure that he's a starter, I think.
Why?
I think you hand him the ball and say throw it as hard as you can for 1 inning or 2 innings. I think he's really, really effective. I mean, don't get me wrong. He's doing what he has to do this year to help this team and get on the field and pitch. But just for me, at the next level especially, I think he's one of those guys that,
All right, let me interject. I'm not talking about the next level. We talk about Alex Lang, who we always talked about, max effort guys, right? Lang is a big league reliever, but he was a plus college starting pitcher. So I may agree with you. Paz may project as a reliever at the next level. I don't really care about that. What's he going to do at LSU?
Yeah, you mentioned Lang. What he doesn't have is the breaking ball that Alex Lang had. He doesn't have that swing and miss, that, oh my gosh, have guys swinging at balls in the dirt and just automatic punch-out pitch. But he attacks hitters, attacks the zone. To me, he's progressively gotten better and better since he's been out. He had a couple interesting games. But I like the kid. I think he's good, man. I do. You're asking – a lot of these guys, man, it's Paz, but there's a ton of them on this team. Arms especially. It's the longest they've ever played. Yeah. Like it's the most high leverage pitches that they've ever thrown in their lives. But also it's the longest like real game. Now, travel ball they play a bunch and all that, but those games don't matter. Like they're not high leverage pitches. It's almost like bullpens. You got a bunch of scouts in the stands. You're just trying to see how hard you can throw. This is different, man. They're throwing pitches with intent. So to say he's still out there grinding like he is, man, says a lot.
They're they'll throw Paz tonight, and then it'll be Cowan in Game 3, but it's all setting up for next week. The one thing that's true, and Jay, Muse, can you play forward? This was Jay after the game on the offense, which, look, I mean, they faced Aiden King last night from Florida, who I know you probably don't watch a ton of Florida baseball, but like he's an SEC Pitcher of the Year candidate. They touched him up for 8 hits, which is the most he had given up. Mm-hmm. They chased him after 5 1/3. So they fared really well against one of the best arms in the SEC. This was Jay after the game.
You look at it on the surface and go, great night on offense, 8 runs and 12 hits, and 3 of those guys that we faced are going to the major leagues. So I liked some of the at-bats, but, we did have first and second, nobody out, and did not score. We had a runner at second and no outs, and did not score. We had second and third, no outs, and then ninth, and it took the third guy to get both those guys in. So we can be better. And obviously, I think 8 runs should win at LSU in this league, but they're good too, man. And we're struggling. I think I counted like 12 walks, hit by pitch or 2, and 2 or 3 wild pitch pass balls. I don't want to say we gave it to them because I think you have to earn your walks, but we gave them a lot tonight.
You did. But I would say also that if you threw Schmidt tonight and you scored 8 runs or less, you're probably winning that game.
Yeah.
But you're looking bigger picture. Like, even if you would have swept this weekend, nothing short of winning the SEC tournament's getting you into regional. So, you have to think about regionals. What do you think about the offense? Or what do you think about the offense?
I think the offense has done great. I mean, I think ever since, Jay's inserted the babies and said, you guys go out there and do your thing, you've seen a different feel in this offense. You've seen much more competitive at-bats. And then, ultimately, you've seen a guy that we touched on earlier in Stephen Milam be the guy that we wanted him to be. You don't realize how important those linchpin-type players are to your lineup and everybody else's confidence around them when they're not doing great, And look, 8 runs off of that guy. They've done this a few times. I think it was the Ole Miss series where they had one of the series they had a couple really good arms, and we touched them up both times. I mean, it's the same story. This team can hit, and Jake Brown's not even in the lineup. I mean, your perceived best hitter isn't even there. So the offense has been great. I mean, I don't think that's ever been an issue. I'm actually extremely encouraged because you've got the nucleus of 4 freshmen and a sophomore, that are all contributing and doing awesome.
Well, I will say there was a point in the season when the offense was absolute. Muse and I were talking about this after the show last week, and he pointed out rightly, that the Oklahoma series, you gave up 9 runs across 3 games and lost the series. Mm-hmm. You scored 8 last night and lost the game. You know what I mean? This is just one of those seasons where you're going to look back, and it's just the nature of it. When you have a year where you're going to miss the postseason, you're naturally going to look at where your missed opportunities were.
Oh, yeah.
Getting walked off against Vanderbilt, like we just talked about the Oklahoma series, where you could have swept that series at home. You could have. Instead, you lost the series. You mentioned Ole Miss. Certainly, each of the Mississippi State games, you led by multiple runs in each of those games. You got swept. I mean, it's 8 games we just talked about. It's 8 games. Split the difference. Get 4 of them. Mm-hmm. You're already in regionals. So I'm not saying you're not hosting, but you're playing in the postseason.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So the margin is what it is. But you said the babies, and here's what I'll tell you that is reason to be excited. Mason Braun has played in 49 games with 33 starts. Omar Cerna has played in 48 games with 39 starts. Jack Rucker's played in 36 with 15 starts. And William Patrick's played in 31 with 11 starts. Bottom line is Aaron Beatty, obviously, but he's started 47 times this year. He's more experienced. But the point being is, all those guys, they ain't babies no more.
No.
It's not like they started, that playing time was midweeks or pre-conference against Sac State. That's coming in the SEC. Mm-hmm. They've seen it. They've been on the road at Mississippi, at Duty Noble, in front of 15,000 people on Super Bulldog weekend. That ain't going to surprise them next year.
No.
I mean, we don't want to talk about next year, but you look for the positives. Well, there it is.
Look, my freshman year, we played Mississippi State. I'll never forget it. I dropped a fly ball. I was playing second base. I dropped a fly ball.
Idiot!
Legitimately, hit my glove.
Oh, man, you stink!
It hit my glove and fell out of my glove, okay? And they had an old fat dude that was barbecuing down the right field line wearing overalls, fires a boot on the field, and it almost hits me. And I go to pick it up to throw it, and he's got a string on it, and he's just pulling it a little bit every time I would go after the boot. That's a true story. Yeah.
This is why we needed like every game on TV then. The things that can't happen anymore right now. Hey, we're brought to you by Shaw Bills Tire and Auto Service, ShawBillsTire.com. We're going to break, and we're going to we'll get to Ask Ryan in a second. But remember, ShawBillsTire.com, name brand tires at wholesale prices. Get online, shop tires online. I tell you every day, you want to buy the best tires on the road at the cheapest price possible. That's what they do over at Shaw Bills. ShawBillsTire.com, ShawBillsTire.com. You go to the website, hit the promotions tab at the top of the page. You'll see all of the specials on the best tires on the road, how they combine their in-house offer with the manufacturer's offer. You get all the deets right there at ShawBillsTire.com. And remember, if you need your oil change, your tire rotate, maybe the check engine light's on, brakes are squeaking, whatever you got going on, Shaw Bills can help you out. Get your vehicle, your whip, as Terrio might say, running right for the summer before you take that summer vacation. ShawBillsTire.com. Shaw Bills, where we keep you rolling. All right, y'all, it's after further review. Thanks for hanging out with us. We got one more segment with Terrio. Let's knock out this break. When we come back, we'll do Ask Ryan. So get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, or text 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400, or you could text the station at 499-1045, 499-1045. We'll wrap up hour number one next. It's AFR.
After further review.
Buying or selling, commercial or residential. Think real estate. Think Darren James. Agent225.com. That's the website. Agent225.com. Hey, one thing I would strongly encourage you, if you're thinking about buying a home or selling your home, you got to know what your home's worth, right? Or maybe you're curious what your home's worth because you haven't had it appraised in a while. Well, if you go to agent225.com, that's Darren's website, agent225.com, there's a tool right there on the homepage that says home value. It's bottom right on desktop, or just scroll down if you're on mobile. So go to agent225.com, hit the home value tool. All you got to do is just punch in your address and then hit search, and it'll use local market data to tell you what your home is worth right now. It's totally free to do. So it's not like one of the national sites that's pulling, large-scale arbitrary numbers. It's using local data. So do it right now at agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Another roof gone too soon. Looks like neglect. There's no doubt about it. This is a case of poor installation. At Pelican Roofing, we don't guess. We investigate to find the real cause of your roof's problems. Call Pelican Roofing for your free roof investigation today. Case closed.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinecenterla.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green?
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Terrio, presented by Alpha Customs.
All right, wrapping up hour number 1. Do ask Ryan. Terrio's got to get on out of here. He's heading over to the box. See you over there later.
Saw him at lunch today. Fired up. Can't wait, bro.
Can I get some claps?
I like that's my favorite one.
LSU!
They had some poser trying to do it the other day. It just didn't have the same. Didn't have the same.
You should do it. All right, get your questions in. Terrio, email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Oh, can we show Georgia's track pictures?
Yeah, we can. Thanks.
There you go. You pull that up, Taylor. There's Georgia Terrio.
Look at G.
How about it?
Check her out. Atta girl, George.
In the track uni. Now, I do have a question. There's one in here. Hang on. There's one in here. John posted all these, by the way. There's John.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Where's the one? Wait, there's one I wanted to see. Oh, there it is. Oh, there y'all are.
Yeah.
Okay. That's like the throne. I thought that they used for gymnastics. Or do all sports use that?
I think all sports. This was done in Tiger Stadium.
Yeah.
And they had all kind of cool props.
In the brand.
Yeah, they had a lot of yeah.
That's the second floor in South Stadium. They call it. That's where they call it the brand. That's where they do all the photo shoots and everything.
They had all kind of props. Like I actually had a pretty good time walking around and looking at all the stuff.
Look at that, old Terrios.
Yeah, man. How about that?
Macy and Georgia Terrio running track for LSU next year.
Yeah, cool.
Love that, man. That's awesome. Good for them. Fired up. All right, Craig, ask Ryan. With baseball having an off year, football starting over, and Drake mentioning Will Wade on his new album, is it safe to say we're basketball school now?
Yeah, we're back, bro. We're back.
Except Craig, again, Grok confirmed. Will Wade is not mentioned in the album. That was an erroneous tweet. Thomas asked Ryan, did you get any lemon cookies?
No, I don't have any lemon cookies.
Erica makes lemon cookies. They're fire. She used to only make them for T-Bob, for whiskey and wine. And I hounded her for more than a year. She finally started making them, and they're awesome. She makes them, and then I eat them all in like one sitting. And as much as I know you love sweets, even if you don't like, and I don't love lemon stuff, I'm just telling you, these are fire. It's unbelievable.
Come on, E-Rock. Hook me up.
Craig Alema asked Ryan, will this season be a worry moving forward or an outlier in your opinion?
No, I mean, I think this is going to be more normal than it has been in the past for sure. I mean, it's
missing the postseason.
Up and down. I mean, you're not going to have the recruiting and guys sticking around for 5 years. It just doesn't. I mean, that's the nature of the game now.
You can't miss the postseason.
No, you can't miss the postseason. But
Chris, ask Ryan. Hey Ryan, how about the Cardinals? You see a playoff run for him this year?
Cardinals are looking good. I love JJ, the rookie. Yeah, I do see a playoff run.
Clayton said, hey, Ryan, odd fact, I went to Bel Air but used to DJ all the Broadmoor house parties.
Man, good times. Good old times.
You had some good times at house parties?
Oh, yeah.
Whose house did y'all party at?
It didn't matter. Everybody's. Yeah, it didn't matter. Just partying, bro.
Hey, I don't know if you heard, but Parish Construction and Roofing was named the best roofing company in the best of Baton Rouge.
I did hear that. Word on the street. Shout out.
Is that good?
It's really good. It means you're the best roofing company in the area, like in the city. So yeah, it's.
And didn't we win Best of Ascension as well?
And we won Best of Ascension. So that means Baton Rouge plus Ascension, Parrish is the best roofing company. Well, at least that's what all the voters think. So, yeah, it's great, actually.
My bad. ParrishBuilt.com, ParrishBuilt.com, ParrishBuilt.com. Do business with someone you know, Parrish Construction and Roofing. Tigers going to win tonight?
Yeah, they're going to win. Well, no, I don't know. They might not win. I want them to win. Let me say that. I want them to win. I don't know if they will, though.
All right, Terrio's got to go. I'll see you at the box after the show. We're coming back for hour number 2. Stick around. It's AFR.
After further review.
Right about Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints, Rouse's.com, Rouse's.com. Hey, the 4-day sale is going on at Rouse's right now. They got this posted up at all their social media. You can go to Rouse's.com to learn more as well. Ooh, they're doing bourbon baskets.
I like that. That tastes good.
Home of Mandeville, Metairie, Marrero, Gretna, Ponchatoula, Baton Rouge, Zachary, Gonzales, Lake Charles, Lafayette. Oh, my God. Only 25 available.
25 baskets?
Yeah, man. When they do their allocations, it's such a good idea. There's always a line, but they're doing tickets. Anyway, I got to go. I got to go get tickets at Rouse's. Anyway, 4-day sale is going on right now through Sunday. Save big on basically everything in the store at Rouse's. They only do this every so often, but it's a big 4-day sale. Get all the deets on social media. They got the big post at their Facebook, or you can go to the website, look at the weekly ad on the website, and you can see it. 4-day sale, big savings throughout the store through Sunday. Rouse's. This feels like home.
Raising Cane's Texas Toast is a thick slice of bread, garlic buttered spread, grilled to golden perfection, and made to order just for you. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee with $15,000 off MSRP.
Plus the 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized, it'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game all season long. In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for our state's world-class athletes. Because it takes a champion to care for champions.
I trust the lake to keep me at my best.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
This is Sports
I'm Ed Benkin. First up, the NBA in 2 games with teams facing elimination tonight in round 2. First up, the Pistons at the Cavaliers with Cleveland up 3-2. James Harden has come up big over the past few games for the Cavs, and ESPN Kendrick Perkins has noticed the difference.
The thing that I've witnessed with James is that he's been more of a prolific scorer, looking to get buckets more so than trying to be a facilitator.
That'll be followed by the Spurs and the Timberwolves, with Minnesota trying to stay alive down 3-2. Both games can be heard on ESPN Radio, with their coverage getting underway in about 90 minutes. At the PGA Championship, Aldrich Potgieter has had the lead throughout most of the day. He is on hole 16, still in the lead at 5 under. Alex Smalley's in the clubhouse. He is at 4 under. 4 other golfers are at 3 under after 2 rounds. In baseball, Yankees pitcher Max Fried will be placed on the 15-day injured list. He's dealing with a bone bruise in his left elbow. His teammates are getting set for Subway Series action. Yankees-Mets tonight, as well as Cubs and White Sox.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen. Coming up Monday, the Knicks and Thunder have been waiting for their next opponents. I'll tell you just how concerned they should be about rust. It's on Sportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
Hour 2, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. It's AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Hey, Will.
Hey, bud.
Taylor Sharp. You sir. And Mr. Toby Tomplay. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Terrio was here last hour, so if you're looking for him, apologies. But we did have a good Riot Radio hour, old school, just the 1 hour to start the Friday show. But a ton to get to. Tigers and Gators game 2. Buzzy Heidel will be on the call on the LSU Sports Radio Network. He'll be with us next hour. Whit Weeks was a guest with Hester this morning on Off the Bench. We kept some of what he had to say. Interesting talking points. Do that in about 15 minutes from right now. It is official. So we had much of the New Orleans Saints schedule leaked on Thursday before we even got off air. The Saints on Thursday night and the NFL did have the full schedule release on Thursday night. It's become basically another holiday in the NFL, a schedule release day in mid-May. So we now have the Saints schedule all 18 weeks, and I got to tell you, I like it. There is the things that I generally am drawn to. Thursday games on the road, don't have any of those. Looking at difficult travel situations like consecutive road games where you maybe have to crisscross the country, you don't have that. You do have to play in Paris, which we'll get to in a second. But I love that the bye comes after you play in Paris, week 8. Right in the smack dab in the middle of the season. Love where the bye is positioned. The cold weather games at the end of the season, outdoor, in the cold weather months, don't have any of those. I mean, it kind of looks really favorable. It's the NFL. There is no such thing as an easy schedule in the NFL. But specifically when we talk about win-loss percentage of opponents from a year ago, only Cleveland has a quote-unquote easier strength of schedule than the Saints. There's a lot to like. As we run through it, maybe the most brutal part of the schedule is how it begins. Week 1, you're at Detroit. Week 2, you're at Baltimore. Now, Detroit had a rough year last year, but we saw the early line. Saints are a 6.5-point dog in that game, week 1 on the road in Detroit. They'll be certainly motivated to try to bounce back after a disappointing year last year. And then week 2, you're at Baltimore. New coach there with Minter going from the Chargers out to the Ravens, but you still got Lamar Jackson. That's still a road game. Saints are going to find themselves underdogs the first 2 weeks of the season. So then week 3, you come home. Week 3, you come home and you face the Raiders. Now, this will be Clint Kubiak's return to New Orleans, but that'll be part of the storyline. The bigger storyline, of course, is going to be who plays quarterback. Is it Kirk Cousins, or are you facing Fernando Mendoza? And if it's Mendoza, then you're facing a rookie in week 3. It's a good spot to catch a rookie at the beginning of the season. Look at Tyler Shuck, who didn't start until the midway point of last year, but by the end of the year was looking really good for New Orleans. So that remains to be seen, but you got to like the Saints at home against the Raiders. Then week 4, they're home on Monday Night Football against the Falcons. That'll be a week after the anniversary of the Dome coming. So 20-year anniversary of Gleason's block punt, the reopening the Superdome post-New Orleans against the Falcons on that Monday Night Football. It stands to reason they probably should have played it in week 3. You could have done it corresponding with the 20-year anniversary. Instead, they'll play it week 4, Monday Night Football at the Dome. That'll be a raucous atmosphere. You got to love the Saints in that situation as well, especially not knowing what Atlanta's going to be at quarterback. Is it Michael Penix coming off an injury? Is it Tua? You got to like the Saints at home week 4. And then you have a third consecutive home game with the Vikings coming in. And the Vikings are looking for a bounce back, of course, last year after a disappointing season when they let Sam Darnold walk. Then you start to get a little – so I love that stretch, right? It's tough those first 2 weeks, but you got a great shot to win your next 4. Raiders, Falcons, Vikings, at Giants. Now, Giants obviously have a new coach, John Harbaugh, but you should be well-rested at that point, having played 3 consecutive home games before you have to travel to take on the Giants. You beat the Giants last year in the Dome. Year 2, Jackson Dart. Malik Neighbors coming off an injury. We'll see how all that looks, but Saints should have a nice opportunity to win that game depending on how they're playing. Then you go to Paris to play the Steelers. And if Aaron Rodgers is in fact back, as most people assume he will be, it's going to be hard to favor New Orleans in that game, even though they're the home team. It's overseas in Paris against Rodgers. For what it's worth, Adam Schefter on the NFL schedule release show said this about a Rodgers decision that we're all waiting on.
The Steelers have a voluntary off-season practice program that begins on Monday, May 18th. It's May 14th. You'd have to figure if Aaron Rodgers is going to get a deal done, the time to do it would be sometime between now and Monday when those voluntary practice sessions start under new head coach Mike McCarthy. Despite any reports about him being in the building last weekend meeting with the team, that never happened. It still hasn't happened. But you would think if he's going to play this season, it's going to happen here in the next few days. Prior to Monday, he would get a contract worked out. He didn't show up last year until June, so that's always possible. But you take a look at the Steelers' schedule there, I would think in the next 4 days, we should have some type of Aaron Rodgers news and white smoke from the chimney.
That is going to be super relevant because when you go to Paris, if you're playing the Steelers with Aaron Rodgers, that is a dramatically different conversation than if the Steelers are playing a rookie quarterback. So stay tuned on that decision. I think we're all assuming Rodgers is going to play, but that's one worth watching. For whatever it's worth, last year, Rodgers did play in 16 games. He threw for 3,300 yards, 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. He had a nice season, but it's not the Aaron Rodgers that was the guy winning MVPs and the future Hall of Famers. So we'll see. Rodgers, that was last year was his age 42 season. So you're talking about his age 43 season this year. But that's one where maybe it doesn't favor the Saints. Let me put it this way. It far more heavily and drastically favors New Orleans in Paris if Aaron Rodgers is not there. I love the bye in week 8. It's a perfect spot for the bye. You don't want it too early. You don't want it too late. You avoid the 10 weeks consecutively of playing when it goes like this. So I really like where the bye is situated. And then coming off the bye, you're home against Cleveland, home against Carolina. So that's a stretch when you get back from Paris, where you have an open date, home against Cleveland, home against Carolina. So you get a really good opportunity to sort of reset at the end of October and the beginning of November before you go into what I think is the toughest 3-game stretch on the schedule. You're at Chicago, at Cincinnati, and then home against Green Bay. You're likely an underdog in all 3 of those games. But you make it through that stretch, And then you finish with a 5-game stretch where 4 of the 5 are division games, where everybody knows everybody, of course. And 3 of those 4 division games are on the road. But they all feel winnable. And the other game is Arizona, who I think is going to be poo-poo this year. So the final 5 weeks are at Carolina, at Tampa, so back-to-back division games, home against Arizona, the trip to Atlanta, and then you're home against Tampa to finish the regular season. So you will have an awesome opportunity in those final 5 games with all those division games, very likely to be positioning yourself to make a playoff push here in year 2 under Kellen Moore. So New Orleans Saints schedule is out. I really like how it's all positioned. The over-under for the Saints this year is 7.5. I think sharp money is going to be on the over with the New Orleans Saints, given weak division, the way the schedule shapes up, the opponents you have. Probably a bumpy start weeks 1 and 2 on the road against Detroit and Baltimore. Really tough stretch, weeks 11, 12, and 13 at Chicago, at Cincinnati, home against Green Bay. But there is enough manageable throughout there to where you really like how it shapes up for the New Orleans Saints. So, schedule's out. Let us know your thoughts. All right, it's After Further Review. We're brought to you by First South Farm Credit, firstsouthland.com, firstsouthland.com. Thinking of buying land? Your first call should be to First South Farm Credit. Hey, remember, we tell you every year about the patronage refund. This is something that First South Farm Credit has done for its member borrowers for the last 30 years. The patronage refund effectively lowers your cost of borrowing. They give money back to you, their member borrowers, at the end of the year. And they just announced if you want to do an ACH auto deposit, you can do that instead of waiting on a check. They make it so easy. It effectively lowers your cost of borrowing. If your rate's 6%, you get the patronage refund. It's basically like if your rate was 5%. Thinking of buying land, you want to do business with a local land lender. Buying land is not like buying a house. First South Farm Credit can help. Go to firstsouthland.com, firstsouthland.com. Thinking of buying land, your first call should be to First South Farm Credit, firstsouthland.com. All right, it's After Further Review. Glad you're hanging out with us here. So we're kind of treating this hour like we would have treated hour 1. We'll go around the SEC in about 15 minutes. Used to do Tigers and the Pros later this hour as well. Football Tigers have a defensive lineman visiting this weekend who would be a 2026 prospect. We're going to get to that at the top of hour number 3, but effectively this would be a depth piece to replace what you lost with Gabe Relaford's injury. So we'll get to that, tell you all about him coming up at the top of hour number 3. Stay with us. It's AFR.
AFR.
Weekends here. Weather should be beautiful for most of the weekend. So what an awesome opportunity to get by Clegg's Nursery. Any of the 4 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area, you know where they are. Seagonair Airline, LA16 in Denham, Mid-City on Donmore, and the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. Y'all, their greenhouses are absolutely bursting with blooms right now. 10 out of 10, highly recommend you get on by Clegg's this weekend to check out all that they have to offer. And listen, maybe you're looking for these beautiful spring and summer flowers to add that pop of color. Maybe you need soil or mulch, bag bulk. They got it. Maybe you're looking for things that help keep pests away, like the Aeon mosquito barrier you hear me talk about. They got it at all 4 Clegg's Nursery locations. So get on by this weekend to go see our friends at Clegg's Nursery, any of the 4 locations. Bypass the big box stores. Buy local, shop local. Tell them Matt sent you to Clegg's Nursery.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net. Better coverage for less money. Been telling you that for years. That's what Insurance Network of Louisiana does. They shop to find you better insurance coverage for less money, but that's also true for your business. So I want to remind you, if you are a business owner, and I'm talking, man, it doesn't matter if you're a bank, if you're a car dealership, restaurants, God, what a huge category that is. When I sit down with Adam and Jay, I was over there a couple of weeks ago, the amount of restaurants that they have helped get better coverage and save money each month is eye-opening. You owe it to yourself. You're a business owner. Everybody that's a business owner. I mean, we're always concerned about the bottom line. You have to be. You want to run a profitable business. Well, where can you tighten the belt to eliminate waste and wasteful spending within the company? Well, insurance is something maybe you don't think about. What if you could get better coverage for less money? Let Insurance Network of Louisiana shop for free. 293-0450, 293-0450, 293-0450, or lainsurance.net.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Spring is here, and that means it's time for a little cha-ching. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and Citizens Bank and Trust are giving you a chance to win $5,000 cash with the Spring Cha-Ching Sweepstakes. Head to 1045ESPN.com and get registered today for your chance to win the $5K. It's quick, it's easy, and someone is going to walk away with serious spring spending money. The Spring Cha-Ching Sweepstakes, presented by Citizens Bank and Trust and 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Counting you down to first pitch with LSU and Florida Game 2 that's coming to 6:30 tonight Central Time. If the lineup drops in hour 3, we'll certainly talk about it. Buzzy Heidel, the LSU Sports Radio Network, will be here in 1 hour from right now. Give us a little bit of a preview of that game. LSU spring football is over. Team has a little downtime right now. Lane Kiffin posted some photos on social on his boat, where it's certainly his happy place. Dude loves to be out on water on his boat, fishing. And so the players get a little downtime as well. Remember, it's mid-June when the official strength and conditioning off-season program begins. So if you're not familiar, like everybody today can work out on their own. They want to go on the field, do drills, hit the sled, be in the weight room. They can do that on their own. But you can't be with the coaches on the field right now. June is when the strength and conditioning off-season program begins. The players are in the weight room doing drills, conditioning with the strength and conditioning staff. So that's the next official thing. So we talk about the freshmen, the enrollees that are coming in June, like they're coming in June for that to begin the off-season strength and conditioning program before fall camp, which will begin end of July, beginning of August, whenever we know what the exact date is. So a little bit of downtime. And Whit Weeks, LSU senior linebacker, stopped by off the bench here on Friday morning with Jacob Hester, and really good convo. And it's so good to hear. I mean, look, Whit has. As his energy is infectious. He is always a 10 out of 10 as far as positivity, mindset. He's just a dude that's always smiling. He's very easy to like and get along with, and you get that sense every time you talk to Whit, no matter what the circumstances are. But I thought it was good to hear Whit talk about getting those reps at the end of spring practice, because if you remember how it went, last year Whit played in just 8 games. And that really is a little bit of an asterisk, because even playing 8 games, some of that was at the end of the season, like when he played against Western Kentucky and played 15 snaps, because it was just getting the 3 Weeks brothers on the field together. So he was on the field 8 different games, but even still that snap count was low. In several of them. He suffered that injury late in the Ole Miss game, played injured against South Carolina. Then they diagnosed the broken ankle, missed time, worked his way back. But the bottom line is Witt could have been out there running around doing more in spring. They didn't need him to. It was about getting right and getting ready for the fall. But he did, at the beginning of spring, he was just observing. Then we saw him like week 2 doing some agility drills off to the side with the trainer. Then he was doing the individual work, right? Like the position group work. That's what they call Indy when you go with your position coach. He was doing all that. And then by the last week of spring, he was running around doing some 7-on-7, 11-on-11. No contact, was running around there in some of the 11-on-11, which was great to see.
Yeah, for me personally, I mean, getting those reps was huge for me at the end of spring because it really just gave me the confidence to know that I can do it because really this is the best that my ankles felt since sophomore year.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a struggle for me last year, but got some stuff cleaned up in January, so now I'm ready to roll again.
So that's a little bit of the news item there, is that he got, as he said, he got some stuff cleaned up, which is not uncommon. We just heard about this, by the way, with Malik Neighbors, who had the ACL surgery. We learned they had a cleanup procedure, sometimes just getting scar tissue out there. So it's not a setback, but per se, it's not a re-injury, but it's something that will maybe give you a little brief pause to be able to hit a higher peak throughout that. So that does explain why Witt maybe was limited at the beginning of spring, which is awesome. And to hear him say it's the best it's felt since sophomore year, look, I mean, that's when he had 120 tackles, when he was among the nation's leaders in tackles. And if you get that Witt Weeks back on this defense, I mean, you're talking about a defense that without Witt Weeks full strength last year was a top 30 defense in the country. And we know you got Blake Baker back, that entire defensive staff. Now Witt, you had TJ Daugherty next to him as well. You bring in Prince Willoughby and Ty Benefield. I mean, you all know the story. DJ Pickett, PJ Woodland are back. That front line is pretty awesome. And but the centerpiece of that has to be Witt Weeks and TJ Daugherty right in the middle of that defense. Witt did also talk about another year, a third year with Blake Baker.
I mean, that's my guy right there. We're really just like best friends, but he's also my the DC. So it's so much fun to play with a guy who just has the same energy that I do, and he brings so much juice to the building every single day, and he's just so much fun to be around and to play football for.
When Witt met with reporters during spring, it was after one of the practices, early middle of spring. He talked about his decision to return and said no uncertain terms. Like he was leaning toward coming back, but whenever Blake Baker passed on Tulane and announced he was returning, like that's what did it. It was Witt's decision was done. He was coming back. And I don't think you can underestimate the importance of continuity with your position coach. By contrast, look at defensive line. When you think back, this isn't a new thing. We've talked about it before, but just as an illustration, contrast what's happened with LSU's defensive line since 2023. Okay, in the spring of 23, so this was after the 22 season, before the 23 season. Spring of 23, Jamar Cain, midway through spring, leaves for the Denver Broncos to join Sean Payton's staff. They promote Gerald Chapman to the interim defensive line coach for the rest of spring, but they don't hire him full-time. They hire Jimmy Lindsey. Well, right before fall camp, Jimmy Lindsey has a health scare, and so they moved John Jancic into that role. That's 4. That's 4 since spring of 23 to kickoff of 23. Jancic, that defensive line struggled. The defense was atrocious. They bring Pete Jenkins out of retirement to help. That's 5. After that season, they bring Bo Davis in from Texas. We're thinking finally they stabilize that position. That's 6. Bo leaves for the Saints before the next spring. They hire Kyle Williams. That's 7. Kyle obviously doesn't come back. Now you've got Kevin Peoples kicking inside. That's 8. That's 8. That is 8 different defensive line coaches since the spring of 2023. Y'all. 8 at one position since the spring of 2023. I could argue, given the talent they've had, there's no position group that has underachieved more relative to the historical success of that position group at LSU than defensive line. So having continuity with Blake Baker on defense, coaching linebackers, I know Chris Kiffin's coming in coaching linebackers, but still Blake Baker's defense, yes, I think that is massively significant. Now, I want to remind you of this as well. During spring, Lane was asked about retaining Whit Weeks and the significance on this team of bringing Whit back.
You know, one of the first goals was keeping Whit Weeks here because I felt playing against him when he was healthy, what he would bring to the defense and what he would bring to the team. And then I also felt when he wasn't playing, the difference in the defense. And it was really neat, even though he's not from the state. I feel a lot when I talk to the players from the state, this special thing about they genuinely have this passion and care for playing in the stadium. And even though he's not from the state, he talked about a big part of why he came back was he didn't want to leave LSU football where it was at. He's like, I came here to a place where everybody was scared to play LSU. That's not the case right now. And when it goes, I want to come back and get the physical football back to LSU and leave it how it was when I came here.
You certainly have a great opportunity to do that when you look at building on this defense. You know, Whit in the interview with Jake on Friday talked about the importance of some of the, not just the coaching staff with Baker, but some of the other returning pieces defensively.
I think having those veterans plus all the coaches coming back, it just allows our defense to keep evolving. This spring we added so much new stuff into our defense, a couple new schemes that we put in, a lot more 3 down. So it's cool to see how this defense has evolved from Baker's first year going into his 3rd year.
It's going to be, for me, I am most interested in seeing how the depth evolves in the defense, because I think that's the biggest question. Your first 11 over there, I would argue, are as good as anybody in the SEC, maybe nationally. I don't know the rosters of every college football team. I can't tell you if I think that's true or not. But I can tell you, knowing the SEC, when you talk about Prince Williman and Jordan Ross, I mean, one was all SEC, one was a 5-star. Certainly, as we've talked about, the interior of the defensive line is a giant question mark. You have a 5-man rotation right there, but Malik Blockton and Stephylan Green are the most productive players in that group. They each had 18 tackles a year ago. So you got talent, but you don't have a lot of proven talent there. Linebacker, Daugherty, and Whit. And you look at the secondary, Woodland, Pickett at corner, Deshaun Spears at star, and then Ty Benefield and Tamarcus Cooley at safety. Those first 11 are awesome. Defensive line, I don't know who the third edge is. I don't know who the starters are going to be at tackle. At corner, after your first 3, gigantic drop-off. At safety, after Benefield and Cooley, it might be Aiden Hall, might be Fahim Delane, a transfer, might be Jace Thomas. The point is, like, you're too deep. The second unit defensively, across the board, is a gigantic question mark, except at linebacker. Because that's the one spot where nobody left. You lost West Weeks to graduation, but all of your scholarship linebackers from last year, all of them, they all returned. Whit's back. Devon Keys, who led the team with 92 tackles last year, is back. Look across the board. The young guys, Zach Weeks, Keelan Moses, CJ Jim Coyley, Charles Ross, like all those guys are back. They all made the decision. Tylen Singleton. I just combined Devon Keys and Tylen Singleton. Every one of your scholarship linebackers returned. So you've got your elite level first 2 guys, and you have great, talented, experienced depth as well at linebacker. I expect a lot out of that position group. And honestly, my concern over the defensive tackle spot is alleviated a little bit, because I think if you have physical point of attack guys there that can eat up blocks, that's going to free up Daugherty, Whit, and Devon Keys to an extent to go make a ton of tackles and be the playmakers in this defense. But your 3 of Blake Baker, having Whit Weeks back, is just absolutely massive. And Whit did also have a thought on that opening week with Clemson coming into Tiger Stadium, College Game Day being there.
You don't get these opportunities many times in life. I only get to play 7 games in Death Valley for the rest of my life, so I really just got to cherish every moment that I get in that stadium. And when you do get to play a school like Clemson at night, College Game Day, first week of the season, I mean, those are the games that when you're sitting here in May working out, that's what you're thinking of. That's in the back of your mind. That's what I'm working towards right there, is to win those type of games and that type of moment on the biggest stage in college football.
Awesome perspective, great leader, fan favorite, super productive player. Whit Weeks back for his senior season. Hey, if you want to catch the entire interview with Whit and Jake Hester from Off the Bench, you go to Off the Bench, either podcast or YouTube. If you just search Off the Bench or OTB LSU, you can catch the full interview with Jake and Whit Weeks. Really fun conversation if you want to go give that a listen here in the middle of May. All right, it's After Further Review. We're brought to you by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, LMFJ.com, LMFJ.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Hey, don't be fooled, by somebody saying, hey, you can get something for 3 times the size for half the price. What are you getting? Talk about those man-made, lab diamonds. This isn't a science experiment. It's an expression of your love for somebody. And at Lee Michaels, they will only sell the finest mined diamonds in the world. Scott goes on buying trips to India every year to bring the best selection back to the 9 Lee Michaels locations. And I say it all the time, it's like Goldilocks. It's just right. The big box stores tends to be a little cookie cutter. The small boutiques selection maybe not great, tend to be overpriced. Lee Michaels is just right. They're big enough with 9 stores to give you great selection and great pricing, but they're small enough to be able to give you customization and personalization that you want. It's Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. LMFJ.com. LMFJ.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Okay, y'all, it is After Further Review. Thanks for hanging out here on a Friday edition of AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. If you're knocking off of work, wondering where Terrio is, Terrio was here in hour number 1. He was kind enough, and thanks to Jay Johnson, all the folks over at LSU. They put up an auction item so my son Drew goes to St. Lillian Academy, a special needs school here in town, and when they had their auction, their charity event, they put up a great auction item, which was an LSU baseball game day experience. So Terrio's given a stadium tour, pregame field access for batting practice and all that stuff, and then seats to the game. So we'll head over there and join him for the game after the show's here, after the show's over here. But Terrio's doing the stadium tour and all that right now, so it was a great thing. So we appreciate sincerely that. And I love St. Lillian. It's been great. What an awesome resource for families of special needs children in our community. And I sing their praises all the time. So for everyone who can, if you're ever looking for an organization to give to, St. Lillian is awesome. They're just such an incredible resource for families with special needs kiddos in our town. So thanks to Terrio for all the LSU baseball program, for Jay and everybody for being willing to make that happen. All right, it's After Further Review. Let me knock out a break. Come back. We'll go around the SEC. We have an update on the Brendan Sorsby situation as his legal situation is taking an advancement. So we'll get to that when we come back. Stay here. It's AFR.
AFR.
Man, I love telling you about Duplessis Pools because, well, when you get into May and then into the summer months, there are few things better living here than taking a swan dive into your pool or just casually wading into your pool. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, Matt, I'd love a pool at my house. I don't know if I can afford it. Look, at Duplessis Pools, they have options for any budget. If you want to do the custom resort-style pool with multi-levels, water features, water walls, the whole thing, like the whole 9, they can do anything you want, as elaborate as you want. Derek is an engineer by trade. They're going to build you a beautiful pool that will last with all the bells and whistles you want. They also have options that start less than $50K, and financing is available. So, we're talking about less than a car in some instances. And it's something you're going to enjoy forever. DuplessisPools.com. Get to the website. Start that process today. DuplessisPools.com. DuplessisPools.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Every ounce of Raising Cane's lemonade has been hand-squeezed that day from fresh lemons before being served over our signature crushed ice. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Like that song. Muse, you let me know when we're coming back out of break, okay?
You're back. You're good. Live right now.
No, Taylor, make sure he lets me know when we're back out of
Make sure
break.
you got to let him know, man.
He's
What the heck?
back live right now.
See what I deal with all the time?
I see it now.
Like, we're doing a live radio show. You can't even just tell me when
On
we're out of break.
the air.
At first, I thought you
like
were
when we're
exaggerating.
broadcasting to all of
The
the
light's
affiliates
on.
and
Look, right
everything.
above you. See the red
It
light?
says AFR.
I see the red light up there by the ceiling.
This says AFR. This is always here.
Oh, on the ceiling.
I mean, look. There's no light. Look at that screen.
Sure.
Look behind you.
Yeah.
Turn
yeah.
around.
Yeah.
You tell me
Okay.
where you see her.
I see you on the
Do I
air,
need-
live,
do I need
on the
you-
television.
That's on all the time.
Sometimes it's commercials when you're not on.
Taylor, see how just obstinate he can be.
I don't think you criticize him enough, Matt.
Finally, somebody.
I mean, look.
I don't know if it's criticism, Taylor. It's just
No, it's criticism.
Just honesty. I mean, is this a criticism or are we just having a conversation right here about when he's going to let me know when we're back on the air?
It's on the air.
No, like when
Yeah,
we're,
like right now.
we're back.
See?
Friday's AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I miss our Friday shows at Don Juan. Just thought of that. It's a Friday during football season. We're at Don Juan on Fridays this past year. Really enjoyed that a lot.
I mean, yeah, right now, like if this was a football season, a Friday during football season, you'd be smoking a cigar and driving Terrio crazy with the smoke from said cigar.
Literally the thought. I was
Like-
I was going to say poor Terrio,
No.
who just who wants to smoke a pipe and dip. Although I think he's dipping the little. What are the little things you won't know? But
A Zyn?
It's what is that? It's like
It's
not,
a nicotine pouch,
So it's not really.
It's not like tobacco.
but it's
Look at
nicotine.
you two guys. What are y'all zenning over there?
No, but I have a lot of friends that Zen.
One CV talks about Zen
CV.
all the time.
Does he zen?
CV loves Zen.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if he does.
I
it.
hear him no
Wait,
less than
what?
3 times
I
a
don't-
week.
Yeah.
He came up to me today and he
Wait,
said,
finish that. He'd note 3 times a week what?
like ask me if I want some. Like today, he said, "Hey, you're pulling double duty today." I said, "Yeah." He goes, "You want some Zen?" I was like, "Well, it's 2:00, so at this point, I'm good."
So Zen is just tobacco. It's just the nicotine.
It's the nicotine.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, good. I want. I'd rather that. I don't think that's a good. I don't think it's something good to do. But it's a better alternative than having a plug in every day, all day.
It's the fat hog in your lip. So good.
I'm pretty sure you've never dipped in your life.
I have one time. I hated it. Oh, I hated it. So I just never. Ugh.
Yeah. How old were you?
High school.
Put the camera on whoever's talking. Sorry. I was trying to tell you that however I could. Yeah. Or do boxes or something like that. Would you dip? Do you remember?
You mean like the brand or the Copenhagen, I believe is what it was, yeah.
Okay. There you go. There, that's what we want. See, that's good. If you're listening, not watching, it was just Paul can read my mind at this point. Poor guy has had to sit here in a studio with me. We opened the studio in 2017. I think Paul's been on the show since 2019. Is that right?
Sounds right, yeah.
It was Tony from Dutchtown for a couple of years. Do you remember Tony from Dutchtown or no?
I've heard stories.
Oh, so you did not work here with Tony?
No, I got here in 19, but I was Brian's producer. So.
Got it. I've been here a long time. So a lot of it runs together a little bit. But yeah, so then Paul came here, and I could like shift my weight, and Paul knows what I want him to do. It's such an odd thing when you work together that long. And he has to read my my verbal cues. Anyway, Brendan Sorsby. That's where we were going with this. Not talking about Zen, but CV with Zen, huh? I would have never thought.
A lot of people do it, man.
Big Zen guy.
Okay.
That I've never tried. Who knows? Maybe that's better than, I don't know. That I've never tried.
All that to say, I love cigars. That is tobacco. I don't smoke cigars every day, but I was going to say I could really probably go for a cigar tonight when I get home. But I am going to the LSU baseball game, so I won't be home till late. Muse, you going to the game?
I'll be there.
Did you go last night?
I did.
You're getting your fill.
Yeah, man, this is it. I mean, you got tonight and tomorrow, and that's it for the box. It really doesn't matter how, rough it's been. I hate walking out of that place for the last time until fall. So
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
I'll be in the Guarantee Suite.
Oh, yeah. Not bad.
So I'll have whiskey.
You know what? That might make the 11 bajillion pitching changes that are going to happen again tonight a little bit better.
We're going to be there so long.
I wanted to strangle Kevin O'Sullivan last night when he changed pitchers in the 9th inning of an 11-6 game.
And then Milo got the 2 RBI hit.
Oh, man. I was just like, what are you doing?
Got to get that mound time, Muse. All right, run to my Parish Restoration. I was sitting there watching the game last night, and I'm thinking to myself, God, we were really straying here. I was thinking to myself before the season how big this looked on paper. LSU-Florida, the final weekend, what was going to be at stake. And I'm watching the game, and every time they would go to a wide shot, I'm looking at the bleachers, and I'm like, it looks like a Tuesday against Grambling
Tech,
in the 9th inning. Yeah. I mean, there's 6 people in the bleachers. I'm going, this is LSU-Florida, the final weekend. It is so not okay ever to have this happen again. Okay, Parish Restoration, kill mold, remove odor, other harmful pathogens. Kill mold, get it done right the first time. ParishRestoration.com, ParishRestoration.com, ParishRestoration.com. Jim Woodworth and his team, they're awesome. They do great work. They'll come to your house. They'll spray the patented non-toxic dry fog. They'll pull up in a Sprinter van. The hose is all coiled in there. They'll run it out, run through your house. They'll be friendly and all. By the way, they can fog your house half a day, maybe less than half a day. But they can fog giant commercial buildings as well. So you want to get rid of mold, odor. You want to sanitize other harmful pathogens, super easy. It's mold remediation done right the first time. It's Parish Restoration, ParishRestoration.com, ParishRestoration.com, ParishRestoration.com. Do it every day. About an hour ago from this time, a little less than more than an hour. Just do the thing. Hit it.
Around the SEC, bringing you the biggest news from the nation's best conference. The Texas Longhorns.
Brock Williams, 4-star, number 2 tight end in the class of 2027. He's picked Texas, 6'5", 215. He's out of Illinois, the 70th overall prospect in the country. Picked Texas over Georgia and Ohio State.
The South Carolina Gamecocks.
Running back Braden Tyson has committed to the Cox. 6 foot, 235-pounder. His other finalists were Florida State, Miami, Rutgers, and Purdue. The number 356 overall prospect. Ranked the 23rd best athlete, but he's going to play running back at South Carolina.
The Auburn Tigers.
Lithuanian wing, Mantas Rubstavicius. I practiced in the break. He's committed to Auburn. He's a 7-footer. Ooh, sorry, Taylor. Buzzed the tower there. Forgive me. He is a 6'6" wing scorer, 24 years old. God, the internationals coming into college basketball is so good. He's played professionally since 2018. Lithuanian wing commits to Auburn.
The Alabama Crimson Tide.
And Bama basketball has scheduled a home-and-home with Seton Hall over the next 2 years. So they'll host the Pirates at Coleman in November of this year, and then they'll play in Jersey for the return game the following season. Seton Hall last year was 21-12, fourth-place finish in the Big East. They missed the NCAA tournament. All right, there you have it. That is around the SEC. Friday shows are brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. They're in Town Center. Of course, Don Juan Cigar Company right next door. So enjoy a cigar, great cocktail, or go shop and fill your humidor at the house. Don Juan Cigar Bar. All right, quick break. We'll wrap up hour number 2, Muse with New Tigers and the Pros. In 15 minutes, LSU football is hosting a transfer edge target. We're going to talk about that and what it means in about 15 minutes. Stay here.
AFR.
RevFiber.com, R-E-V, RevFiber.com, RevFiber.com. Remember, when we're talking about RevFiber, we are talking about a local company, 90 years experience in our state, local service, local call center. When you call Rev, you're getting someone who lives here locally in the local call center, RevFiber.com, RevFiber.com to learn more. But remember, we talk about RevFiber. You're getting lightning fast internet speeds, up to 5 gigs. You're getting an all-fiber network, so the cables are buried under the ground. You don't have to worry about wind knocking over a tree, branch falling on a power line, then your cable's out, your internet's out. And you can do it all in one. Cable, internet, phone, security, automation, local service, local support. And oh, by the way, and prices are better too. For your home or your business, you want Rev Fiber. R-E-V, RevFiber.com, RevFiber.com.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game all season long. In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for our state's world-class athletes. Because it takes a champion to care for champions.
I trust the lake to keep me at my best.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
If your office is experiencing performance issues, like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee with $15,000 off MSRP.
Plus the 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana propane dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2. I intend to do this in the last segment, so let me not delay it any longer. Forgive me. And we used to do Tigers and the Pros here in a second. Ross Dellinger tweeted a bit ago, attorneys representing Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby have notified the NCAA with a request for an expedited resolution to reinstating his eligibility over sports gambling allegations and informing the association that a legal challenge is imminent. That's a report from Ross Dellinger over at Yahoo. So effectively, Sorsby's attorneys are saying, hey, rush this and reinstate him, or we're suing. If I'm the NCAA, you have to go to court over this. You cannot reinstate Brendan Sorsby. And that is coming from someone who is quite literally the most pro player, pro NIL, pro transfer portal person walking the face of the planet Earth is me. I'm the one who's like, let him make all the money. I'm the one who's like, let him transfer 1 million times. You have a rule book. Your rules have to matter. It's black and white. You bet on sports, you're ineligible. He bet on sports. He's ineligible, done. This isn't, I played in JUCO, so it wasn't in the NCAA. Did he really start his NCAA clock? I can hear that conversation, the Diego Pavia stuff. This is black and white. Dude bet on sports. He's ineligible. You're done. Muse, Tigers and the Pros.
Tigers in the Pros. They still bleed purple and gold. They're just really rich now.
On through some baseball here to get it started. Alex Lang, another shutout inning of relief for the Langer. Did give up a hit, but stranded that runner. About 3 good outings in a row there for Alex Lang. Some minor league baseball will start in high A. Danny Dickinson, 1 for 4 a night ago, but the one was pretty big. The 3 RBI double, his 3rd double of the season. Didn't matter, though, because his team lost 25-6.
I got
minor
a call
league
coming
baseball,
in from Denham Springs. Taylor, are you calling me right now?
Fidel Ulloa, 2 shutout frames.
Oh, how you doing?
How about that? 2 shutout frames, gave up a hit, didn't walk anybody, and punched out 2. He's with the Hartford Yard Goats, Fidel Ulloa.
So good.
I love that, man. Love that. Jacob Berry.
Jacob Berry. Look at us
He's healthy
today.
and tearing it up, man, in AAA. 3 for 5 a night ago. All 3 of those singles. He did come around to score as well, hitting .322.
Dude couldn't play a lick of third base, but he could sure rake.
Right now, he's out there in the outfield. They've moved him to the outfield in left field.
You don't see.
Is where he's playing. And then let's get this in one more time.
Jacob Berry.
Yep.
Jacob Berry.
Gage Jump got the start last night for the A's AAA affiliate. 4 innings, shutout ball, 1 walk, 6 punch outs.
What are they called?
The Las Vegas Aviators.
I thought you were going to tell me they were the A's.
No, gosh, I wish. That'd just be great. I know.
Setting up for the A's.
The A's, no. Las Vegas Aviators. Aaron Nolas on the bump tonight against against the Pittsburgh Pirates, looking for his third win of the season. That's Tigers in the Pros.
Presented by Arco Power Systems, arco.com, arco.com, ARCCO. That's arco.com. Industrial Generac generator power. Say it every day here, and it's so important, y'all. Storm season, we are 15 days away. Well, 15 days would be there. 16 days away from hurricane season. When the storm's in the Gulf, it's too late. Prepare now. Contact Arco, Industrial Generac generator power for your business. ARCCO, arco.com, arco.com, arco.com. Any business, commercial, industrial facility, government, municipality, when the power goes out, if your business needs backup power solutions, which who doesn't, you need Arco Power Systems. ARCCO, arco.com, arco.com. So Aaron Nola pitching tonight, you said? Or he pitched last night?
No, pitching tonight.
Cool. On the same night that Cali High is going for another state championship. Tell you what, Muse. They beat Brother Martin yesterday in game 1, so they're going to win it tonight. Go Bears. And just last weekend polished off a track and field state championship. This was, if you were going to get Catholic in baseball, this was a year to get it. And y'all ain't got it. Hanging on the banner. Bring it on down to Hearthstone Drive.
AFR.
Success takes a team, and not just on the field. At FMOL Health, that team is more than 20,000 strong, delivering care across Louisiana and Mississippi as one connected, mission-driven health system. As a $5 billion health system with nationally recognized quality and not one but 2 exceptional workplace awards from Gallup, FMOL Health has built something people trust and continues to grow to meet the needs of the communities they serve. And when LSU needed a partner care for its student-athletes, they chose Our Lady of the Lake as its championship health partner. And that tells you everything you need to know, because that same level of care isn't just for athletes, it's for you, your family, and communities across the region. This is bigger than sports. It's about having a health system that you can count on. FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, and LSU. Together, we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU, olrmc.com/LSU.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Ed Bank, and the first of 2 Game 6s in the NBA is set to tip off in about an hour with a pair of teams facing elimination. First up, it'll be the Pistons and the Cavaliers, with Cleveland leading 3-2. James Harden has come up big over the past few games for the Cavaliers. But ESPN Stephen A. Smith says what happens the rest of the series determines Harden's reputation.
The issue with James Harden and his flaws in the postseason ain't games 1 through 5. It's games 6 and 7. Brother, the world is watching.
The second game will be the Spurs and the Timberwolves from Minnesota at San Antonio, up 3-2. You can hear both games on ESPN Radio with our coverage getting underway at the bottom of the hour. Round 2 is winding down to the PGA Championship. It is Maverick McNealy late in the second round who has jumped into the lead. He has a 1-stroke lead over Alex Smalley. Smalley is already in the clubhouse. McNealy is on hole 13. Meanwhile, 5 other golfers are 3 back in the lead. To baseball, Yankees pitcher Max Fried will be placed on the 15-day injured list dealing with a bone bruise in his left elbow. Yankees play the Mets tonight. Also, the Dodgers play the Angels later tonight.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
That's right.
Hour 3 off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate Matt.
Taylor Sharp. You so. And Mr. Toby Tom play. All right. We're here. Glad you are as well. 5 o'clock, quitting time. Glad you're driving home with us. Buzzy Heidel, LSU Sports Radio Network, 15 minutes from right now. He'll be on the call tonight for LSU-Florida game 2. Talk a little baseball with the Buzzard a little bit later. Paul's out. Taylor's in. Wrap up the show today with Ask Us. If you're looking for Terrio, he was here in hour number 1. So you can catch the Right Radio Hour, taking it back old school, on demand. Podcast, YouTube, search After Further Review. You can get the full show. If you want just LSU content, AFR LSU. You want just Saints content, AFR Saints. Easy way, podcast, YouTube, get it there. Shea Dixon has a report that LSU is hosting a transfer prospect this weekend. His name is Ean Ray. I hope I'm saying that correctly. E-A-N-R-H-E-A. He's from Emory and Henry. Yo, I follow sports a lot. Like, it's quite literally my job. I don't know what that is. Now, I know what Emory University is in Atlanta. I don't believe that's this. I don't think Emory plays football. It's spelled the same way, but it's Emory and Henry. You got something?
Dude, so that is a private university in Emory, Virginia.
What classification do they play?
Hold on.
NAIA?
Finding that out for you right here.
Got to be something like that.
Division II, NCAA Division II.
Okay.
South Atlantic Conference. Their mascot, the Wasp.
I'm sorry, you said Wasp? Like bzzz.
Wasp. Yeah, like
Got
the,
it.
yeah.
Got it. So Emory and Henry, Division II. Thank you, Muse. Ean Ray. He has entered the transfer portal as a grad transfer, and he is visiting LSU today, Friday. 6'3", 250. This past year, had 12 sacks, 18 TFLs, and 3 forced fumbles. I get it, Division II. One of the things we talk about often, however, is there are guys who at 17, 18 years old become more developed people at 20, 21 years old. Some people at 18 look like Derek Stingley, and they can go walk on an NFL field as an 18-year-old. I mean, Derek Stingley came to LSU and was the best cornerback in college football as an 18-year-old. Some dudes, it takes a minute. It's Mansour Delane as a senior who becomes otherworldly. Maybe that's the case. I'm not saying that Eon Ray is going to become an All-American or an NFL player at all. I'm just saying that it's possible. You go spend, 3 years in Division II, you develop, you get better, and maybe you're ready to take a leap. We'll see. I think this certainly speaks, one of my favorite sayings, actions speak louder than words. You can say whatever you want. Your actions tell you the truth. The fact that they're hosting cornerback and edge transfers tells you the story. With no spring portal window, you don't have an option unless if you go to a lower classification, JUCO, Division II, that can take the step up, graduate transfers who would be eligible to transfer to you and be immediately eligible without having to go the portal route. This is a graduate transfer from Division II. Previously, they added a Levante Williams from the JUCO ranks who could step up without having to go the portal route because they're not playing in an NCAA classification. And this matters because, listen, you have an all-SEC edge from last year in Prince Williman Mielen, and you have a former 5-star in Jordan Ross. Those two are set. One of my big takeaways from spring football, though, is your depth at edge is paper thin after those two guys. It's not to say someone won't step up or can't step up. It's that you had those two guys. Gabe Relaford was going to be in the mix as well. Now, he's torn his ACL. The guy who played the most as the third edge rusher and took some reps with the ones, like when they were saying, hey, Prince Will, hey, take you and your beautiful, healthy ACLs and go stand over there and bubble wrap. Get off the field. The guy who would go in was Dylan Carpenter. Now, maybe Carpenter is one of those guys like I just talked about. He came out of Sanama. He's going into his 4th year at LSU. Hasn't played very much other than special teams. And maybe now, as a 4th-year player, he's ready to be a rotational piece. He looked good in spring at times. But other than that, it's Damian Shanklin, and you just don't have a lot of options. Kalaj Cobbins is there. The asterisk, the footnote, hey, put this in bold italics, is in June, Lamar Brown's going to show up. And they're going to play him at edge. And he's a guy they're anticipating will be an immediate impact contributor. So maybe what we're talking about here is you're going to have Uman Mielen, Ross, and then next is going to be Lamar Brown and some combination of Carpenter, Shanklin, and those 5 are enough. You'd love to have more numbers. By the way, this was Lane Kiffin after, over at LouisianaSports.net, we're the first to report Relaford's injury. I asked him to confirm it. This was Kiffin talking about Relaford's injury after.
That's a difficult injury, really challenging for him after missing time last year. He was doing a great job. Again, kind of like the way I view that position, like receivers, if you're going to be really good, because play counts are up nowadays, and as you look at the conference, it used to be kind of fast and it slowed down a little bit offensively. If you look at like last year, there weren't really many up-tempo teams. And now you kind of have this swing back. So to me, even more than ever, to have multiple defensive ends that can rush and that can play snaps to play against that tempo, this was a significant loss for us. He has a really good future here, and we were really excited about how he was performing.
So he's telling you, you need numbers. And look, maybe Trenton Henderson's a freshman who was here in the spring. Maybe he can give you reps. Jaylen Brown transferred in from South Carolina. He was there, obviously, with Sterling Lucas. Maybe he's someone who can factor in. What I'm telling you is going to watch every single minute of spring practice that Lane Kiffin made available to us. And I watched every minute that Lane Kiffin made available to us. You do not have a really good option today after your first 2. There's bodies out there and guys who could develop and become really good players. You just don't have a very obvious, that's the guy. Like at cornerback, you've got Pickett, Woodland, and there is no question Jakeem Jackson is next. That is not even debatable. So you just don't have that at edge. So you're looking for options. And I don't know if Eon Ray is going to pick LSU And if he does, I don't know if he can play a lick at this level. But you're looking for options, and here's a dude that's 6'3", 250, who was really productive at the Division II level last year with 12 sacks and 18 TFLs. Bring him in and see how it goes, and the options is something else Lane Kiffin talked about after spring.
I think guys have done a good job. We've moved people around a little bit, and today in our third down package with different rushers and things, and Lamar will be here, which will help too at that spot. And so we'll just look at different options.
They're going to need those young guys, man. They're going to need Richard Anderson, Deuce Gerald's at tackle. They're going to need Lamar Brown at edge to be impact guys, at least rotational pieces that give them real meaningful snaps this year on that defensive front. All right, it's After Further Review. We're brought to you by Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. Windows, doors, siding, shutters, and shades. Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. At Relief Windows, I say it often, they're never going to be the cheapest, ever. Like, if you are shopping price, like if you're going to get quotes to see who's going to give me the best price, I'm telling you right now, that's never going to be Relief Windows. It can't be. They offer a premium product. They have an exceptional staff, talented people. They measure twice, install once. They actually have a service department, like people who their job is just the service department. They're not taking people from other departments like installers to go service. They have people who all they do is service. Well, when you have that exceptional experience, you're going to pay a little more. But remember what your mama told you. You get what you pay for. With Relief Windows, that's experience, quality, service. You get a premium product, a true lifetime transferable warranty on labor, material, glass breakage. It's Relief Windows. Check them out online, reliefwindows.com, reliefwindows.com. All right, y'all, glad you're hanging out with us here on this Friday edition of AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Hopefully the lineup drops before we get out of here. Actually, the Buzzard may have it. If he does, we'll run through it with Buzzy when he's here next. So former Tiger Buzzy Heidel will be on the call tonight on the LSU Sports Radio Network. So we'll talk to Buzzy out from the box when we come back next. Stay here. It's AFR.
After Further Review.
Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. We always tell you that if you've been injured in an accident, it's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for 3 decades. Get Gordon, get it done. It's only one of the many ways that Gordon invests in the community. I told you I was at lunch earlier today. Some of my classmates from Catholic, we had a sort of a mini reunion lunch and went over to Court to Table on Burbank, which is an awesome spot, man. The food's awesome. Ozzy Fernandez did the menu over there at Court to Table, and it's a place where you will really enjoy the food. Now, if you want to go play pickleball, go play pickleball. You want to hang out in the pickle bar, you could do that, have some drinks, TVs everywhere with every sporting event you can imagine. Awesome outdoor area the kids will love. Your mom and dad, you want to go maybe have a glass of wine, let the kids run around and play in a safe environment. Court to Table's awesome. Of course, Gordon's one of the primary investors there in Court to Table. But as we always say, if you've been injured in an accident, it's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for 30 years. Go to getgordon.com, getgordon.com. Get Gordon and get it done.
Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection. We don't have heat lamps, because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here. We eat out here. We watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinecenterla.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Game 2, LSU-Florida, about an hour and 15 minutes away from first pitch. We're coming to you live today from the Raising Cane studio. Got old Cane hanging out with us right there. The Buzzer joins us on the JimsFirearm.net hotline. Buzzy Heidel be on the call tonight, Game 2, LSU in Florida. Buzzy, how are you, man?
I'm doing good, Matt. Good to be on with you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, we appreciate it. I think it takes a little bit of humility but honesty to just acknowledge what the season is and to look ahead. I mean, Jay seems to be doing that, right? Understanding that this weekend is kind of a wash because you got to win the SEC tournament, so this is just about setting up for next week. I mean, I know he's sort of alluded to that. Is that basically what you're seeing?
Yeah, it is, and it's it's not that you're giving up on the season or anything like that. It's just, I mean, truly he believes, and I think he's right, that the only way once they did what they did in Georgia, the only way they can win is or get into the NCAA tournament is to win the SEC tournament. So, yeah, they're saving Schmidt, they're saving Carson Evans, they're saving all those guys for, when they're going to need them, which is next week, and they're going to need a lot of guys other than those two. But they're going to have to win, game 1 before anything else. So it's tough because when you see LSU-Florida last weekend of the series, that typically in years past means a great weekend series. 2 powerhouse programs usually playing for something at the end of the year, and only one of them is really playing for it right now this weekend.
So, Buzzy, with that being the case in the eye on next week, what do you want to see tonight in Game 2 and Saturday in Game 3?
Well, yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think we saw a little bit last night. I mean, and this is no knock on anybody that's coming in. I mean, when I talk on radio, I don't mention this a lot, but the truth of the matter is I was part of 2 really, not great baseball teams at LSU myself, my freshman and sophomore year. So I know what it's like to struggle.
I was going to get to that, Buzzy, actually.
Oh, well, I know what it's like to struggle. So it's now we turned it around and did some nice things.
Yeah.
So it's always good to do that. But you want to see guys that come in that maybe didn't get a lot of opportunity. You saw it with Reagan Ricken, who came in, who, man, he looks like $1 million. He's 6'5", he's big, he throws 1,000,000 miles an hour. And he comes in yesterday and he does a nice job, throws over, I think 4 1/3 innings. He gave up a couple runs, but I mean, he really, after that big first inning, settled down and kept LSU from absolutely getting blown out and giving them a chance to have their offense get them back in it. So I think you want to see guys that maybe hadn't done it, particularly from the pitching staff, come in, get opportunities in a big, even though it's really not for anything, it's in a big-time situation, a SEC weekend against, a top whatever team in Florida is, top 10 team in Florida, and have them perform, because I say this all the time on radio, you cannot get that experience anywhere else but doing it on the mound with people in the stands. You can't do it in practice. You can try to simulate it as much as you want with inter-squads. You can try to simulate it with one-on-ones with a pitcher throwing to you in the box. You cannot get that experience that you get. You have to do it in real game-like situations. And Florida has a bunch of those guys, by the way, that have done it, and they're doing it this weekend. But that's what you want to see today. Again, you're not going to see the guy. You're not going to see the William Schmitz, the Cason Evans. You'll see some of the bullpen guys. I think you'll see Guidry and all those guys. But you're not. They're going to give guys opportunity to get the experience that they might otherwise not get.
By the way, what did you like? What was different for Ricken last night that was working so well? Let him give you 4 innings.
We sound like a broken record. He threw the ball over the plate, Matt. Yeah. I don't have the stats in front of me. I know it did. I think it was no walks. I don't think he walked anybody. I think he hit maybe one guy, and that actually run it, and then ended up scoring the hit by pitch. But he was throwing the ball over the plate, and he had really good command of the slider. I mean, that was the other thing that I noticed. And I think, without being too critical, I mean, it's hard to be critical of, Nate Yeskie, of what he's done over these last few years, or anybody on this coaching staff. So this is not a coaching staff criticism, but I think you could take a page out of Florida's book, especially Aiden King last night. I mean, he attacked with fastballs. I mean, he didn't mess around. He'd throw the slider in there, and he'd show you different pitches, and he's got good all-speed pitches. But, I mean, it was a fastball-first mindset, and I think LSU needs to do that. Now, if you can't throw the fastball for strikes, it doesn't matter, but I think LSU gets a little too off-speed happy, especially with guys. You look at that scouting report for LSU, just like Florida's, everybody throws 95 to 98 miles an hour. Attack with the fastball. It's got to be for a strike, obviously, but that's what Ricken did yesterday, and he had real good control of his slider.
Buzzy Heidel is our guest. So, Buzz, you mentioned, and for those that don't remember, Buzz, his first 2 years was Smokes last year and Paul Maneri's first year, where you'll miss the postseason in back-to-back seasons. And then 2008, you were in Omaha, and 2009, of course, you finished your career winning a national championship. So it worked out. Do you see similarities with this team in either the 06 or 07 teams?
Man, that's a good question. A little bit, just the fact that everything that can go wrong goes wrong. I mean, we all got to look at ourselves in the mirror, and I mean, I think we had good play. I mean, Charlie Furbush was our Friday night guy in 07 and made it to the big leagues and was like 3-9 at LSU because we didn't get him the offensive support. I mean, Jared Bradford was one of the better pitchers that had come through LSU during that time, and he was on that team. I mean, we had some really good players, a little bit of similarity of they definitely need some upgrades on this team. I mean, you don't need to revamp the whole lineup. You don't need to revamp the whole pitching staff, but you definitely need an influx of new guys that can do it and do it on a high level. So there are some similarities. I mean, look, it's funny. You look at the 06 team, Matt. Now, we were 13-17 that year. Well, I mean, if you talk to all the experts, 13-17 gets you in nowadays.
Yep.
In 07, as tough of a season as it was, I mean, I think we were 12-17-1. By the way, I don't know that LSU's ever tied a game other than the 2 years I was there. We tied a game in 07 and we tied a game in 08.
Well, 08 was Georgia. That was before the streak started.
That's right, Georgia in 08, and I didn't realize this. I was looking at some old stuff. It was Kentucky in 07. So, just crazy stuff. But no, there's some similarities, in meaning that there's really good players on both those teams. They had moments of good. All right, I mean, I remember in 07 we went on the road to Mississippi State ranked, on the road to Arkansas ranked, on the road to Alabama ranked, and won all three of those series. We beat Ole Miss at home, a series win, who was ranked. Obviously we had a lot of losses as well, but we had some moments that were good, just not enough of them, and that's what you see from LSU. Just not enough, just not consistent enough, and so you gotta learn from it. And next year, my guess is Jay Johnson's going to figure it out and get the right guys, the right combination of guys with the guys that are already here.
Yeah. What changed to go from that to College World Series to a national championship in 2 years? I think what's interesting, Buzz, it shows like how quickly it can turn around.
Yep.
Just as easy as you went from national championship to out of the postseason, it can quickly turn around the other way. What do you think will be the emphasis and the focus for Jay this offseason?
Yeah, I think it's pitching. I mean, and I was just thinking about it. I'm like, where did this season, how did it get to where we are? What, just all the questions you have, right? And I'm not saying it's like the greatest offense I've ever seen in my life, but the offense is good enough to win, and the offense was good enough to get this team into postseason play. It was pitching, and I mean, if you look at every box score of every game, and I didn't even do this, Matt, but I mean, like, it would be a great project for somebody that wants to do it. Go look if our starting pitcher never gave us 4 or 5 innings, how many games did we win in that time? I mean, like, we just don't. The starters aren't getting deep enough in the games. That'd be great if your bullpen was lights out, but they're just not. So it starts with pitching. I mean, you look at last year. Why were we so good? The offense was good. I don't know that the offense was so much better than this offense. You obviously had Jared Jones that hit balls out of the ballpark, and Hernandez did some nice things, and you had different pieces, but you had Kate Anderson and Anthony Ianson. I mean, that was the two main differences, and you could keep Case and Evans in the bullpen, who was obviously a lot better than he is starting. So it's dominant pitching and dominant starting pitching at that, and that's what they got to get back to. And you look at any team that LSU's, any national championship team, you're going to have dominant pitching. I mean, I don't have to go through them all. You know that from the years you've watched them, Matt. Yeah. So that's what's got to change. Offense was good enough. Sure, you'd like to see more homers. Sure, you'd like to see more runs, but it's got to change on the mound.
Hey, Buzz, I don't know. Have you had a chance to talk to Jay? What's he hoping to get out of Paz tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's got. Look, against South Carolina, he went. He went 5 innings. Against Georgia, he didn't. Nobody had a good outing against Georgia.
Right.
But Paz is looking. Yeah, he's looking to get deep into the game because, again, if it's a situation where he only gives you an inning and a third or 2 1/3, and you got to get to that bullpen, which we're not confident in. And again, that's not knocking anybody. That's just facts. It's going to be another long day against Florida today because you're facing a guy that was the Friday night guy all last year, was the Friday night guy all year this year until about a month ago, and throws 1,000,000 miles an hour, and it could be a long day again for LSU if they don't get a nice outing out of Paz. And that's not to put all this pressure on the young man, but that's what's got to happen. He's got to throw 4 or 5 innings and pass the baton off, and hopefully it's a 1 or 2 run game, and maybe a little bit of LSU Alex Box magic will come to the box, and we can win this game late.
Would love to see it. Buzz will be on the call, the LSU Sports Radio Network, of course, as our sister station, Eagle 98.1. Pre-game here in about 33 minutes. First pitch about a little more than an hour away with the Tigers and the Gators. Buzz, we appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yep, appreciate you having me. Thanks, Matt.
It's our pleasure. It's After Further Review. We're brought to you by South Point Volkswagen and SouthPointVW.com. New and certified pre-owned in Baton Rouge and online at SouthPointVW.com. When we get done the show here, I'm going to walk out in the parking lot, get behind the wheel of my Volkswagen Atlas Cross Sport, drive over to the box, watch Game 2, hopefully watch the Tigers get a win, and then I'll take it to the house. But, I'll tell you, every time I sit in my car, I have the peace of mind knowing I'm driving one of the safest vehicles on the road. I bring Drew to school every morning, and every day when I strap him into his car seat, I have tremendous peace of mind knowing that we're safe on the road in one of the safest vehicles. 9 different IIHS top safety picks when you're talking about Volkswagen models, so vehicles that are safe but that are stylish and fun to drive. Manufactured in the U.S. of A. at their Chattanooga, Tennessee plant. Oh, did I mention affordable as well? Get on by and make you a deal at South Point Volkswagen. You work out your financing on the website. You do it all right there. SouthPointVW.com. SouthPointVW.com. If it's on the lot, it's online at SouthPointVW.com. South Point Volkswagen, what's your direction? I would appreciate the buzzard for a few minutes there. Man, I would love to see the Tigers go out and get a couple of wins this weekend. It's not, it's not going to matter in terms of the postseason, but you would love to see them finish strong at home, and they're capable. Look, I mean, they went out yesterday in a game that Florida threw Aiden King out there, and the Tigers chased Aiden King in the 6th and got eight hits off of him, which was a season high that he had allowed. And this is an offense that's capable, kind of as Buzz was talking about there. Like this LSU offense we have seen is certainly capable of producing. They've done it for the last month consistently. Can you get the pitching to complement it? And this is a Florida offense that they put up 11 runs last night on sort of a whole staff day. But this is a Florida offense that came in, the 11th, 12th in the league in team batting average, right around 270. This isn't Georgia. I mean, this is an offense that from Florida that if Paz gets going, can certainly suppress and keep you in the game. See if the Tigers can go out and have a strong outing tonight. See if they can get a win. By the way, Jake Hester, noted Gator hater, is he going to make it? Taylor?
I actually just got a text.
Okay.
He has an ETA of 5:58, so
Let's go.
he should slide in.
Let's go, 18. So Jake is, look, I mean, you want to bring some good vibes to an LSU-Florida matchup. You bring 18 out there and put him on the bump.
Some juice right here.
This
is what they need.
Let's go. Let's go. Does he have a jersey?
He's supposed to be given one
Jersey,
as he's walking in.
Fitted cap. Put some spikes on my guy. I'm with the whole 9.
Does he go glove? I didn't ask him that this week. we've talked about this a lot. I didn't ask him if he's going to go glove, though.
I don't know. I know he's toeing the rubber. He said, I ain't taking a shortcut. I'm toeing the rubber.
If he didn't,
right.
I would mock him to his face.
You would have to.
Not that he would care, but I would. I mean, only people that are allowed to throw out a first pitch and not toe the rubber are elderly.
Yes.
Disabled.
Yes.
I would say maybe ladies that aren't capable of reaching home plate.
Yes.
If you want to get it there.
Like that aren't athletes. Yeah.
Yeah. Or a kid. Like if you're 6 years old, you're throwing, and you're not. I mean, you want to go up to the bump and make it happen. But you know what I mean. Like if you're physically able. That's a better way to say it. If you're physically able, you got to toe the rubber. Now, we'll say I threw out the first pitch in 2010. It was LSU against UL Lafayette.
Hey.
It was the early days of 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Our promotions department, we had a promotions director at the time, made me a custom jersey. I think it said it was a white jersey, purple ESPN across the front. The number on the back was 104.5.
Makes sense.
Had my name, Moscona, all that stuff. And by the way, the picture, the video of this is on YouTube. Hang on. Or see if you can find it for me.
Yep.
Just search let me see if I can find it. Matt Moscona. Matt Moscona first pitch LSU. Let's see if this pops up. It should just search Matt Moscona first pitch LSU. There it is.
There we go, right there.
So here we go. You asked glove.
You went glove.
And I'll tell you a little story here. Hang on, I'll start it over. There's the jersey I referenced. Look at me with hair.
The hair.
The hair. Boom. Hummed it in there. I told Hannah Griff before, and Hanny was doing color on the broadcast at the time, so this is me. I'll look at him right there. Like he was pointing at me laughing. Because the thing I said was, the one thing that will not happen, I pitched when I was younger, all the way up to high school. There was no way this was bouncing. There was just no shot. I said, I will airmail this to the back of the screen before I bounce it.
That is that is the mindset.
So you could see it was a bit high, and I told the catcher in 2010 was LSU's bullpen catcher that year, Mason Katz. So before the game. Which is right.
He went on to some better things.
Turned out okay for Mason Katz.
It worked.
So before the game, I'm like, hey, they're like, Maneri was like, hey, well, look, I said, Coach, I want to throw a little bit before, just at least loosen up a little bit, because I'm gonna let it fly. Like this isn't gonna be any, short arm lob. Like I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna throw it. And so Mason and I are just playing catch in front of the dugout. So he had a catcher's mitt and a glove. So I am wearing Mason Katz's infielder's glove. That's the glove I had on the mound. And there's something else maybe notable about that.
I thought that might have been your glove.
No, not my glove.
Okay.
I knew I was going glove. Yeah. I just needed a glove.
A glove. Yeah,
so Mason and I were throwing. We're out. I mean, he and I were standing in front of the dugout. I'm breaking out, like just snapping curves and throwing knuckleballs. One of those.
Here,
down here. Threw a few knuckleballs at him. It was a good experience, man. So all right, Hester, 18. Let's get some 18 mojo out there on the bump. So anyway, to finish that story, Jake was at his son Memphis had a game tonight in Zachary, right? Or this afternoon?
Yep.
So he had to haul it from Zachary to get to the box in time for the first pitch. Right, man?
You know, the good news is you never encounter any traffic going from Zachary to Baton Rouge. It doesn't happen.
He said the ETA is 5:58.
No, but that's the good news, right?
Yeah.
So we're all thinking the same thing, but it's one of those things, just don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So drive safely, arrive on time. If you're going to the game, get there a few minutes early. Give a big raucous applause for old 18. All right, it's after further review. Let's take a quick break. We'll continue AFR.
After further review.
GLO, glowresources.com, glowresources.com. They're complete employer solutions over at Glow Resources. Remember, Glow Resources, the thing they help you do is find the best people, permanent solutions for that job that you have to fill. What job? Doesn't matter what job. Glow Resources, they cast their net far and wide, their network, to find you the best people for whatever job you need to fill. They handle everything. You know, over the course of a year, in a given day, they'll interview about 50 people in a given day, which is crazy to think. So over the course of a year, you're talking about 15,000 interviews that they do. They become experts at knowing the questions to ask, what boxes they need to check to find the right people for the job that you're trying to fill. It doesn't matter if it's skilled blue-collar labor. Their professional placement division can find you any office job, from office assistants all the way up to the C-suite, and they handle everything at Glow Resources. Check them out online. GLO, glowresources.com.
At Parrish, we take pride in building roofs that last, because championships are built on commitment, not just on the floor or the court, but your home too.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. ParrishBuilt.com.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game all season long. In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for our state's world-class athletes, because it takes a champion to care for champions.
I trust the lake to keep me at my best.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
We're going to wrap up the show today with a little Ask Us. Get your questions in, email us, tweet us, text us, 396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Me, Taylor, Muse, get your questions in. We'll do that coming up to wrap up the show here in just a little bit. No Otterlocks on Friday. And if you're missing Terrio, he was here in hour number 1. So Terrio is doing a cool thing tonight. He put up an auction item at my son's school over at St. Lillian Academy. It was a Alec Box Stadium tour, pregame batting practice, all that sort of stuff, tickets to the game. So I'll be joining him for the game here after this, but that's why he's not here right now. So we appreciate that. Lineup is posted for LSU and Florida, and there are some curious decisions and changes. So Mason Braun is going to lead off as he has been doing, but he's going to play right field today. Now, Jay mentioned that William Patrick was sick, so yesterday Stanfield started in right, and it was Reeves in left. So a little bit of a change here because Stanfield will go to left, and so Braun will start in right. So that obviously creates a little bit of a, what do you do at first base? Well, they made a curious decision there. So Braun will lead off and play in right. Cerna will catch and bat second. Derek Curiel play center and bat third. Aaron Beatty DHs tonight. He's in the cleanup spot, followed by Milam, who's batting fifth and playing short. And then Seth Dardar will play first and bat sixth. This is the first time Dardar's played first base this year. Yes, but you said he played at K-State, Muse?
Yeah, he's spent the majority of his time at Kansas State either at first base or second base.
So good that he's got experience there. And look, I mean, you could have gone York if you needed a first baseman, but they're choosing Dardar over York. What?
I was going to say, I thought Dardar got in at first against Georgia.
Look that up.
I'll check it.
I'll keep going. Look that up. So Dardar batting sixth, playing first. And then the bottom third, Stanfield, as we mentioned, in left. He'll bat seventh. Ruckert will bat eighth and play second. And then Braden Simpson will bat ninth and play third. So he replaces John Pearson. That's a little curious to me as well. What you got?
Dardar did. He started game 3 at Georgia at first base.
Okay, so he's played. He's played here recently at third base or at first base. So Dardar plays first and bats sixth tonight. Simpson in for Pearson is a little curious. Maybe this just Jay in the final weekend getting some of the older guys in. That's all I can think of. If you got something else,
no. I mean,
if you have it,
I don't have anything else to add. I think that's exactly what it is. I mean, Simpson got a pinch hit at bat last night. Yeah. It's tough. It's been tough for him all year. I mean, I thought John took a few good at bats. I mean, the double stood out last night for him. So,
bro, he roped the double. I mean, he it was an RBI double. It wasn't an RBI.
Leadoff.
It was the leadoff. He pumped it into the gap. I mean, it was a beautiful swing. So. Anyway, Braun, Cerna, Curiel, Aaron Beatty, what?
It's just, I mean,
it's
May 5th. I mean, it's just like, God, man.
We should be talking about more meaningful things.
I know.
And it's very uncomfortable because it's not what we're used to in the middle of May here. We're used to a fever pitch on a Friday night, final weekend at the box, LSU, Florida. This should be for something, and it is not. They are playing out the string these next 2 days. They're going to go to Hoover and try to win the SEC tournament, which they won't, but they're giving themselves the best opportunity to take a swing and go after it. So what do you look for? You look for the young guys to keep performing well. You got a really good opportunity offensively tonight. You got a freshman, Marcos Paz, who's going to get to make another SEC start. You know, we talked about this with Buzz, who was here a bit ago, and I'm glad he brought it up. I was going to ask him anyway. He brought it up. But those two teams that he was on at the beginning of his career in 06 and 07 were bad teams that had some talented players, but the benefit is, like what he said, you had a guy like Jared Bradford who was, I mean, we're going back almost 20 years now, but it's weird to think that. But Jared Bradford was like the heart of the 08 team that made the run to Omaha on that 23-game winning streak. He became an invaluable piece for that team. And he got a ton of experience in those down years. So you would hope tonight, like next year, if Marcos Paz is in the rotation, whenever LSU goes and plays a weekend on the road, it won't be the first time he starts on the road in the SEC. We've seen him do it. He'll know what to expect. It's like anything else in life. The more you do something, the more comfortable you get doing that thing. That thing, literally anything from, remember the first time, like when you were going through driver's ed and the first time you sat behind the wheel, Like, I don't know if y'all had this, but there was the driver's instructor, and she had her own break. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you go to Stop and Go as well?
No, Trinity.
Okay. I don't know what that is. But anyway, like I still remember vividly, I roll stopped at a stop sign. She's like, slam the brake. I'm like, lady, what do you think? There's nothing coming. We're good. Letter of the law, whatever. But the point is, the first time you drive, you're still figuring it out. The more now, you're like, now we don't even pay. Now we text while we drive. We're not even paying attention to the road.
You brought this up, and literally last night I'm in a parking lot, and I just maneuver and weave my way through the parking lot. And I'm like, just do that without even thinking now.
Cutting through the lines you're not supposed to.
Like it's just like you just
go. But that's the point. It's like the more you do something, the more familiar you are, the more comfortable you are, the more your natural ability takes over. So from a guy like Paz, this is all great experience. It sucks that it has come at this expense, but it will be great for him next year and moving forward. And for Braun and for Cerna and for Jack Ruckert getting all the experience that he has this year. So yes, I'm here for it. As brutal as it's been to watch, you're looking for what the benefit of this experience will be, and hopefully that's it moving forward. So anyway, lineups posted, Tigers and Gators tonight. We're about 45 minutes away from first pitch out at the box. All right, it's after further review. We'll knock out our final break, come back. Taylor, Muse, and I will do Ask Us. Anything you want to ask, fire away in lieu of Ask Terrio or Ask Ryan. Ask Us. We'll do that to wrap up next. It's AFR.
AFR.
We're brought to you by the Watermark and the Renaissance. Watermark Downtown, Renaissance Southtown. Renaissance Baton Rouge, gorgeous, sprawling, beautiful hotel right there on Bluebonnet, as they call it, Southtown, across from the Mall of Louisiana and Perkins Row. And look, that's where LSU, it has been LSU's home away from home on football Fridays for home games. And if they can host the LSU football team before home games, like the entire football program, they can host your event. Like when LSU football goes in there, the grand ballroom would be where they have like team meetings and team meals. All of the other rooms, they could like partition them off for individual position group meetings. They cater to basically move football operations into Renaissance Baton Rouge. So if it's your wedding reception, a fundraiser, an awards banquet, any type of conference, Renaissance Baton Rouge would love to host you. Call Allison Crump, the events coordinator over at Renaissance Baton Rouge, right there on Bluebonnet. It's Renaissance Baton Rouge.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers.
Congratulations are in order to my friends at River Parish Contractors. Just last night, River Parish Contractors was awarded the Gulf Coast Safety Council Safety Excellence Award, And that's because at River Parish Contractors, they say we build more than projects. We build a culture of safety. It's River Parish Contractors. You know this much. You don't get hired to do work inside the fence if you don't have an exemplary safety record. River Parish Contractors, what says it more than that? The Gulf Coast Safety Council Safety Excellence Award to River Parish Contractors. If you're hiring or if you're looking for work, River Parish Contractors. Call Big Jake or check them out online at rpcontractors.com. rpcontractors.com. They got overtime, day and night shifts, no rainouts. rpcontractors.com. rpcontractors.com.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Down the stretch we come. Final segment here on a Friday edition of AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Thanks to Taylor for hanging out today, pulling double duty morning and afternoon while Paul's out. Paul's out again on Monday, I believe. He's back Tuesday. Next Friday, I'm wheels up to Arizona. So I'm going to go play. Did this last year when I went to Boston with my brother-in-law and my nephew.
I do, yes.
So doing that trip again, but we're going to Arizona. So we'll do Diamondbacks game, and we're going to play golf at TPC in Scottsdale.
Oh, nice.
So where they have the waste management.
That's going to be a lot of fun, man.
I have not played a round of golf in quite literally years because of my back. So I have been using the last probably 6 weeks, air quotes, training to be able to go to make it through a round of golf with my back. So shout out to Crystal Poche over at Restored Motions. She's awesome. Been seeing Crystal for 8 years. I mean, if you have pain, trust me, like book a session with Crystal Poche. But I've gone every Friday for like the last 6 weeks, just working through to get me in a position where I feel like I'm ready to go. So went out to the driving range last Sunday, hit about 50 balls.
That was going to be my question.
Even opened it up with the driver. Normally when I swing, I'm just swinging short irons and putting and all, chip putt, maybe a wedge, but opened it up, man. Was hitting the fairway wood, the driver. Felt pretty good, man. Now, it doesn't mean I'm going to score worth a darn. But,
well, I mean.
Right. I mean,
that's not what it's about, man.
It's definitely not. Good thing that's not what it's about, because I am not going to score worth a darn on that course.
Tour here.
That's true, but I'm going to have a good time. I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's get to Ask Us. Email us, tweet us, or text 225-396-4400, 396-4400. John said, how are the NFL bye weeks determined? Well, the one thing we do know is that teams have the option to request the bye after an international game. But the byes don't start until week 5. So the Saints clearly wanted to take their bye in week 8. So it's actually positioned pretty well for New Orleans. Let's see. Eric Gautreaux, ask us, who's been the most disappointing LSU baseball player this year? Buse, you want to call somebody out?
Not particularly, but I mean, you got plenty to pick from, man. I mean, it hasn't been the season. I'm not gonna say disappointment, but it hasn't been the season you've wanted from the transfers, right? It hasn't been the season.
It's hard to call out someone by name.
Hasn't been the
season.
season.
No one's out there trying to do badly.
Exactly.
And it just hasn't worked. I think we all know. We've talked about it. That York, Simpson, Dardar, that Caraway, the transfers just gave you nothing. They gave you nothing. So you got a lot of investment there. It didn't work out. That's a disappointment. Would have loved to have seen Case and Evans be.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Would have loved to see Case and Evans be Kate Anderson. I think we realize you see a year like this, how improbable what Kate Anderson did last year was. When people are like, hey, is he the next? That's when people are like, hey, is he the next Joe Burrow? No! There is not a next Joe Burrow. Just be grateful you got to watch it once in your life. Hey, is he the next Paul Skeens? No!
Paul Skeens is getting better.
I know.
Like what?
He wasn't Paul Skeens when he showed up here.
I know.
It's funny when I hear these people like, oh, the money of the game Skeens. Like, Paul Skeens got a pittance to come here from Air Force. NIL wasn't NIL at that time, certainly not for baseball. And Skeens wasn't Skeens. He was a good pitcher. He was a two-way guy. He came here and developed under Wes Johnson when he stopped running with a rucksack on and like training for the military and just focused on baseball. Anyway. Ask us, Saints game you're most looking forward to this upcoming season. Taylor, you don't get to answer. You're not a Saints fan. Oh, you can answer. I'm kidding. Go.
Probably week 1 at Detroit.
Use?
Dude, I'm fired up for the stretch with the Bengals and
at Chicago.
Yes, and the Bears. Yes,
and then they're home against Green Bay. It's the toughest. Toughest stretch of the schedule, no doubt. I'll go week 3 against the Raiders because I think it's the first game they're going to win. Richard, ask AFR thoughts on the helmet stickers in college baseball. Noticed Tulane had them a few weeks ago.
Oh God, they're horrible. What are we doing? That is so bad, man.
Poor Muse.
No, that's awful. You know me. I'm a uniform guy, and that's just leave that. I don't even like them in football for what it's worth either, especially if you have a primary logo on your helmet.
Like Ohio State with the Buckeyes, I can get down with that.
Yes, I get down with that. But Florida State, no, stop. What are you doing?
I'm okay with the little tomahawk.
No, hate it.
We had skulls at Catholic, the skull and crossbones. You got a big hit, you got a skull.
Yeah.
It was a skull list. Every Monday after the game, the coaches would watch the film. You come in Monday, you'd have a skull list. You go and get your skulls. Skull. Let's see. Oh, there was another one. I'm out of time. All right, it's after further reads. Going to do it for us. Muse, Taylor, thanks. Go Tigers, heading out to the box. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday at 3. Be safe, everybody.
AFR.
As we get on down the road, we remind you about the Williamson Eye Center, 924-2020, 924-2020, 924-2020. If you want to see 2020, call 924-2020 for the Williamson Eye Center. Schedule that consultation with Dr. Blake Williamson. I know that it's Friday at 5:56 right now, and most people are thinking about the weekend, but here's what I would challenge you to do. You got a minute, just pull up the website, williamsoneye.com, williamsoneye.com, and just schedule that consultation on the homepage. If you've ever thought, and one of the most rewarding things that I get to hear from those of you over the many years that I've endorsed the Williamson Eye Center, it's been almost a decade now, one of the most rewarding things is when you reach out to me and say, Matt, for years I put it off. I was scared of the laser, didn't know if I could afford it, whatever the objection was. Told I wasn't a candidate. You finally pushed me. I made the call. It's the best decision I made. I love hearing that. So change your life. Schedule the consultation at the Williamson Eye Center. 924-2020.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Ever wonder why cane sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee with $15,000 off MSRP.
Plus the 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
It's not easy to be a champion.
It's built from every swing, pitch, and game all season long. In the grind, the focus,
and in the recovery.
FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake experts provide best-in-class care for our state's world-class athletes. Because it takes a champion to care for champions.
I trust the lake to keep me at my best.
From championship athletes to everyday champions, trusted care starts here.
At Parrish, we're built for tough players and tough roofs.
Coach is tough on us about preparation, and Parrish brings that same championship mindset.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
ParrishBuilt.com.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net.
If your office is experiencing performance
performance issues like slow network